Then you look silly with red eyes. Oh gosh.
That's like my new radio guy laugh.
Stinks.
Come on, it's a hit. My fucking chick hates that. I do it while I'm eating her pussy. She's like, I'm going to come. No, you're not.
I'm sure that puts her right over the top.
Yeah, it really does. Ugh. Get out, bitch. Why am I saying that?
How many appearances does that make on Leno? Jesus Christ.
Well,
They're like the new fucking, Sinatra.
David Brenner. Well, this will be number 7, but 5 were stand-up, and this will be number 2 on pure panel.
Oh, so you're not even, no more shits and giggles, no more court jester when you go there?
No, I don't stand up before I stand up. I'm tired, Jay. I just flew in. And, so I'm just doing panel.
And then you leave right after your appearance now? Because you have bigger things to do?
No, are you kidding me? I sit there and milk it until the fucking sound guys are out of the building.
Taking pictures with everybody.
Gets out of there immediately. You do it, and literally he is in the car.
Yeah.
Fucking 5 minutes after showtime, Leno was gone.
When we did Leno, I thought it was such a special thing. And, after the show, we're all going to hang, and Jay and everything. Man, we were the last ones out. Yeah. Literally. We had to show ourselves out. And it was only 10 minutes after the show ended.
He scrams.
Those credits roll, and he is out of there.
Hops in some $500,000 jalopy that he built.
Yep.
And fucking heads home.
Yeah.
I'm happy they're having me on, though, because it's his final 2 months as a Tonight Show host. And it's very cool that he's having me on again. It's like everyone's trying to get on right now.
Colin's sitting out there with
I see Colin and Otto's sitting down on that fucking uncomfortable bleachers.
Hi, Otto.
Well, just bring them both in.
Yeah, why don't we have the guys come in? I mean,
they're entertaining the crowd that showed up today.
I'm sure, believe me, I'd love to know what Colin...
You want us to come in this fucking compelling discussion? Needs another 5 minutes. They got me waiting on the bleachers.
Yeah.
Oh, why? You couldn't take your coat off?
Otto looks so normal.
Oh, thanks.
I saw him in that outfit, and I was like, Jesus.
$90 sweat.
Outfit. He's wearing an
Joe
outfit.
Franklin coming up. Joe Franklin show. I just saw Elliot Spitzer in the diner on the corner there.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, wow.
Sitting there talking to
who
was he eating?
Yeah. He had a $20
That's
bill
not
out.
fair, Anthony.
Oh, I know.
That was a year ago? Literally a couple days ago? It was a year ago already?
I know.
Jesus Christ.
Well, she's been doing yoga. I was reading in the paper yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah?
She says the girl, the hooker.
Oh, yeah. Ashley Dupree.
Yeah, Ashley Dupree. That's one of those names like, hey, I'm from kind of blue collar thing, and my family's I'm gonna make sure that I never remember my awful childhood. I'm gonna call myself Ashley Dupree.
By the way, her
Her name's Monique.
Her favorite yoga position was downward doggy style.
Oh, good gravy.
You know what, Jim? That's going too far. I know it's XM, but come on.
We've had Governor
Keep it
Google
PG.
Eyes for a year now.
What?
Guy's been in there for a year?
Yeah, Patterson.
Oh, Patterson, yeah.
The blind gov.
Governor sleeps upside down in a cave.
Googly eyed. His eyes move like George's.
Yeah. Hey.
Is it true? I mean, this has probably been covered on the show 100 times, but is it true, Otto, that there was many times you had things with girls, like assignations with women, and there was some kind of thing where George was kind of like, the girl was kind of into George watching or not into George watching?
No, they always want him locked up. I mean, in the days when I
just
did
like
get
you after
straight
the
pussy,
sex.
Yeah. No, it was more of a Twilight Zone thing. They were creeped out and they didn't want to see it.
That's kind of great.
They're all afraid of
What
those
is it
things.
about the fucking ventriloquist dummy
Rod
that just
Serling,
is
man.
creepy?
It's Otto.
Yeah.
He's made that
Otto's
dummy into a
creepy.
reality.
There's mental illness. There's deep mental illness with most of those guys. You've ever been to the conventions? They're fucking sick.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah,
didn't
they
you say
bring them to lunch.
Forget
and
about them.
everything.
What about you?
Yeah, thank you. Why
Dominic
didn't you say us
Polito
guys?
and Maurice just hanging out. That was more chilling than anything I've ever seen.
Really?
Back in the late 80s.
Yeah, it's just one of those things, though, that the ventriloquist dummy has always been like this creepy thing.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why. It's because you realize that the guy you're about to fuck has a complete other side that he only releases through his right hand. And you're like, I don't even want to see that fucking part of this psychopath.
Yeah.
Pretend he's a real
It's
human.
almost like a physical thing.
I remember the days when Otto came in and George would read the paper. Mm-hmm. That was creepy.
Yeah, you'd actually.
I was creating an illusion for you. I know you're a big kid.
Actually, you kidding me?
I'm reading the paper.
We're all whispering behind your back going, what is he doing?
I do that.
And George was moving his head back and forth like he was reading the paper with you. You did that for us?
I want people to wonder if I'm really fucked up or is it just an act, which, I don't even know at this point.
There's all these weird, you hear all these weird Otto rumors. It's so funny because, we worked together how many years now? God bless us. And you hear all these things from here like, I heard Otto when he flies, and George has to get his own plane seat. Shut the fuck up.
He's in baggage.
Yeah.
He's flying down the baggage carousel.
Yeah. All these rumors, I walked in on Otto one time, and him and George were having a political argument. No, you didn't.
Really?
They were fighting over drugs.
And Colin Quinn?
Yeah.
What have you been up to?
Oh, I don't know, man. Just doing stand-up and stuff.
That's it, huh?
Uh-huh.
All right. Just
Feeling
curious.
I saw Hair last night. That was all right.
Oh, did you?
Uh-huh.
They're selling like $1 million a week tickets over there for the revival of Hair. Any nudity like the old days?
Yeah, but it was only at the end of the first act. I forgot it was so brief. It was a little disappointing.
It's just quick and what? They drop the curtain or some shit?
Yeah.
Is it one of those, ta-da, boom, real
yeah,
quick?
before you can
Fucking
really get a
tease.
mental image.
Before you
that
can really
whack
see a
off to
nice
later.
big unclipped cock.
Yeah.
Oh, nice AIDS dispenser.
You look like you lost weight.
Yeah, I lost a few pounds.
Much as I hate saying that. I notice it in your face.
Yeah, I've lost some poundage.
Oh, you could always hope it's from something awful.
Yeah, you sure can. No. I can always hope the doctor said, you want the bad news or the good news?
No, you shouldn't say that.
Oh, literal Colin.
Well, I'm just saying, dude, wish that disease on someone is a terrible
No,
thing.
it's very hard.
I'm inspired by Robert Kelly to lose weight.
Oh, yeah, everybody has been inspired by him. It's son of a
kidding.
bitch.
Yeah, it's just
Oh,
slimming
yeah,
down.
okay.
Yeah, you lost a lot
I
of
was
weight.
too.
Yeah.
You're not happy for him, Colin?
I'm happy enough for him, yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like somehow he's always preening, waiting for you to say, hey, you lost more.
He is. He is looking for compliments.
And he's lost his mind about the weight. He can't even be Bobby when you tease him about being fat. You go, "Oh, shut up, fat." So there's not even a joke after it. Dude, I ain't fat no more.
Yeah.
You take off your shirt, I'll take off mine. All right, that was fun.
It's combative right
An
away.
enjoyable exchange between two comics.
Yeah, it used to be
Formerly
fun.
fat, Bobby.
Yeah, formerly fat. Whenever he's in and I tell a fat joke, I go, this would have been real funny like a while back, and then I just hit him with a fat joke. It's like, fuck him. I don't care that he's lost the weight.
That's like Bob Zaney. Do you remember him? He's a comedian. He used to do jokes about.
What a
and you go,
coincidence. that
yeah.
Your last name's Zaney and you're a comic.
Yeah.
It's very coincidental.
I know. His brother, Bob Curmudgeon, never made it in the business.
Just shake his fist at children on the lawn.
But I think Bobby inspired me and Colin, actually, because Bob looks good. I hate to say it, and I can't wait till that fucking...
Was he ever like a real fatso, or did he just have
yeah.
like...
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
He
Do you
was?
got, do you got any
He was
more...
morbidly obese.
He
last
was?
year.
Seriously? Wow.
You didn't see him fat?
He lost 80
He
pounds.
was fat for like a year.
I
year and a
saw
half.
him in the interim.
Danny, can you bring up a picture of fucking Piggy Bob?
I love when someone's obese, but then you got to say morbidly obese. Like, obese covers it.
Yeah.
Morbidly is just the insult to someone being fat.
Morbidly is a
Like
nice way of
morbid.
going, you fat cocksucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bob was definitely a fat fuck.
Morbidly.
Official fat fuck.
An official fat fuck.
Morbidly is like shit fat's dripping out of every hole in your body. Just
Yeah.
disgustingly
Like
fat.
Ralphie May size? Was he like that
No.
big?
No.
Jesus.
No,
Almost,
nobody's that
almost.
big.
He was close.
And by the way, that's how fat Ralphie is. When someone says, was he that big, no one even tries to be fat. No, Jesus.
No. Yeah, and it's not just, no, I don't, no, you never got that fat, right?
Yeah,
No, it's, no, Jesus Christ, what fucking Cloverfield
he was like John
monster was he?
Oh, God.
He was John Panette size. Otto.
There's a pic,
okay.
but that doesn't really do it justice.
doesn't-
You could see his big fat head, though.
Yeah, the
but-
glasses make him look better.
Look at those two. The girl,
Thanks, Tim.
too.
Yeah.
Look
Yeah.
at those serial killer eyes. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And he's wearing a Hustler T-shirt.
And a cringe humor hat.
Yeah, he has a mean face, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's a mean guy.
Fucking Death Wish villain.
He just wants to be Spiff again, and he can't be Spiff, so...
Yeah, he wants
got-
the long curly locks like he used to have. And
Colin lost a fucking
Then-
good amount of weight.
I'm on my way, Jimmy.
I mean, a lot of fuck. I saw it in the face, but he just leaned back. And, fuck, man.
He's svelte.
What
It's
is
hard
he
to do
really
in the
like?
winter.
What is this? I come down here on my own volition.
What is it, the third degree?
What are you doing to lose the weight there, Carl? A little exercise, or are you eating right?
Exercise and, not eating as much.
Yeah.
I did wish cancer on everybody when the alarm went off this morning, but I don't think it doesn't work that quick.
Doesn't catch that fast. There's nothing like that goddamn alarm.
Yeah, oh, God. That last half hour sleep is wonderful.
Yeah.
I want to get that dress for this. Maybe I'll wear that for the St. Patrick's Day show.
Oh, God. What is this, pregnant women fucking lingerie show on the news?
Do you guys have some fun
First
ideas for the St.
trimester.
Patrick's show?
Well,
Yeah, we got
may I
plenty of them. We
suggest
can't do them.
Why? You're anti-Irish?
The lawyers.
they want the women to wear.
You're brave for business.
They want the women to wear long sleeve shirts.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
For a bit, we're trying to do.
It's a bit where they're in bikinis, they roll around in honey, and then they got to roll around in cash, and they get to keep whatever cash is on them.
That's a good
Waka
idea.
waka. But then the fucking legal department goes, would it be okay if they wore long sleeve shirts? We're a little concerned about maybe a breast popping out of a bikini top.
Right. That would be something to be concerned about.
These fucking lawyers are the eunuchs for the company.
Who would
they
see
can't
it?
possibly. First of all, who's going to see it?
Yeah.
Bunch of our listeners.
These
are all
lawyers.
fucking.
Wow.
And you notice these lawyers never complain about the Yom Kippur show.
No, never. Where they just wear yarmulkes on their breasts, running around trying to pick up loose change and a dreidel.
Just do what you do with your parents. Say yes, and then do exactly the opposite. Just yes them.
Yeah. Unfortunately, in this day and age, you then lose your job.
Is that right?
That used to work for a while.
And there's no other job after that.
Oh, bad advice.
Yeah.
it's more.
Otto, I think you're speaking like me, only from our own selfish need to watch it happen.
Yeah.
We're not really worried about these three, their job, the whole station.
No.
The legal problems he is. We're just like, hey, we just want to see the girls with honey on their tits.
But they don't even have a clue because they come back to us and say, you could do that as long as they do this long sleeve shirts. Like, what? That would never be an option.
And they're always like, and then it's always like, you can have them masturbate, but they can't have their tits. It's always like some weird, thing that.
It's something that takes the hotness right out of it.
Yeah.
Like, they can masturbate, but it can't be. It can only be mentally.
If I can tell you what another theory on that might be, would be Nick DiPaolo. Yeah, because he's fucking lesbian fucking lawyers. Dykes that fucking hate men. I want you to fucking see women that look hot because they fucking got flat asses and they're fucking.
Yeah, they always come up with some way to unhotnize everything you're trying to do. Like you said,
that is interesting. I wonder if that's
I want to play devil's advocate.
Oh, do you? Go ahead, Jimmy.
Oh, I was just
yeah. Devil's advocate.
I just wanted to say that to annoy Colin because I knew the Pacino voices would come out.
He hates the Pacino voice.
I like the Pacino voice.
Oh,
It was
it's
just that one
good.
dumb idea. I forget what it was.
What? His platform shoes or his wig?
He got little lifts.
All I do is watch YouTube and laugh at the Tony Danza talking to Deborah. Favorite things. And my favorite moment is when he agrees with and goes, yes, I don't like that either. Because that's one thing I don't like. Me neither.
You don't like the Al Pacino Jimmy does?
No, it's horrible.
I do a good Pacino.
You don't.
doesn't
Go
hurt.
ahead.
I do.
Let's hear it.
Colin's out of order.
I stand corrected. I like the way you personalized it. To the people in the
Is there
room.
anything worse in an impression than when they change it?
He never said that in the movie. Colin.
And justice for Opie and Anthony. Oh, God. Thank you for tuning in.
That was pretty good.
That always reminded me when they did that on when they'd have telethons. And someone would come out and go, so send your contributions because the kids need it real bad. And you're like, what the fuck? It's a maudlin fucking shit song in the first place.
Like Al Martino.
Yeah, and you're begging for fucking money through
Meanwhile,
song.
Anthony's family went to see him in like fucking the Holbrook Civic Center, 1981. Hey, Al Martino's playing.
He enjoyed it. He was mama. He's an entertainer, is what he is. An entertainer, not just a singer.
I like the tribute he gave to his grandmother before that last song.
Old fucking shit.
Your dumb Long Island references. Oh, brilliant. Fucking Colin.
Yeah, you'll be there for the big St. Patty's thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
I heard you guys get Rich Voss. How'd you get him?
I don't know. It was tough.
I guess it's a celebration.
Yeah.
He's probably promoting some big.
He karate kicked somebody at one of his shows over the weekend.
Did he really?
Yeah, he was kind of
You
attacked.
haven't heard
Whoa!
Where were you?
What?
Oh, we
Dude,
told
I
the
was in
story
San
on the
Franny.
phone, and it's
get rid of
Remember,
Voss
Norton
back
was a
on.
witness, I believe, when he karate kicked the garbage can and the
No.
garbage can beat him.
I was dating a girl named Ruth at the time, and we were out in front of this
Sexy name.
Empire. Yeah, she was a British girl, very funny. Funny chick. She was actually
Gordon.
You're among friends, Ricky. Come on, Hobson. She
Come on and eat my pussy, Jim.
right. Oh, come on, Ricky. Your brother shot himself. Take your cock out.
She almost sounded a little like Patty.
Yeah. Oh, come on, Jim. She does kind of sound like an
I
old
would love to see.
fucking hag.
Why don't you remake, what do you call it, that movie?
My Bodyguard?
Harold and Maude.
Or Harold and
Harold
Maude.
and Maude with Jim and Patty.
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
That would be great.
I don't remember the part
So
where he
what
just
happened?
rapes her in the asshole, though. That's
I
what
like the
Jimmy
fact
would
that
do.
Opie's reading the Voss story like it's a news.
Oh, no. This is we have to do 8 of these plugs. We have to fit a
Oh.
couple more in, but that's not important. We got to get Voss on the phone. I thought you were in.
No, I got
Oh, yeah.
a message from somebody that said, "Dude, I was at that thing. There was no fight." And I'm like, "What the fuck?" Was
There was no fight. It was
he
over in
called-
2 seconds.
He called everyone he knew. We all got phone calls about the big, fight he had.
He had.
He
I saw.
karate kicked
You
the
mean
guy
he called
twice.
everyone who knew who was a media outlet? Because we didn't get called.
Exactly.
That's
exactly
what I'm wondering.
right.
What
Yeah.
he doesn't like you guys anymore, I guess.
Hi.
I saw him. We were in front. Me and my girlfriend at the time were in front of. This is probably 2000. We're in front of this fucking place. He was talking to karate. So we're like, let's see a karate kick. He threw a karate kick straight up, and then slipped in the garbage juice on the sidewalk and fell right on his ass. I've never fucking been happier in my life.
Really?
It was like something you couldn't have fucking staged that better for him to be ridiculous. Little stiff, awful Jewish legs.
Was he all embarrassed, or
How
was he
could he
laughing?
not be? I was embarrassed for him, and I was happy it happened. Right in the garbage juice. On his little fucking turtle feet hands. Thank God for those little turtle feet.
Yeah, we should get him on the phone.
we're trying to get him
because
on right now.
we got him on the phone the other day to talk about it, and I guess he had just woken up, and it was one of the worst stories I've ever heard conveyed over the phone. He's like, and then so the guy, and he just kept like talking like that.
Because
You're like,
he's
Rich,
not, his mouth doesn't liquefy till after he's awake for like 40 minutes. So he can't speak to her.
it's like a dry sump. You got to prime the pump. It doesn't work. Fucking boss. Oh, his liquidy mouth. Got to work up. Yeah, it's like the first few runs on the log flume. They got to do it without people in the car. Make sure it works.
No answer for Rich Voss. So we'll have to wait on that.
Soggy mouth.
Yeah, but then we brought up where you got stabbed at one time, or George got stabbed on stage. But you got it in the hand, right?
I still have a sort of a. I was just thinking this September will be my 35th year in comedy because I
Shit.
dropped out of Susan Wagner High School in Staten Island at 14 to street perform. Yeah, that's where that happened in the park there.
Wait, you stopped
By
going
the
to
fan
school.
show.
You stopped going to school at 14?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was making $200 a day doing the streets, coming home with big bags of money.
Right.
Well, why
That's a
stay
lot
in
of
school? I
fucking
knew what I
money.
was going to do.
Opie looked at him like it was Lawrence Summers.
Yeah.
Well, you stopped going to school at 14, Otto? Of course he did.
Well, most people drop out in high school.
I know, but
I don't hear many 14-year-olds. I mean, your parents.
Oh, well, my mother fought me every day,
Yeah.
to get
I
an
think he's from the same
education.
part of Staten Island that Levy's from.
Yeah. Have something to fall back on was all I ever heard from my family.
Yeah,
Tell
always.
him, can I hear the
They
story
always
again
give you
about you
that
getting
crap.
stabbed?
Well, it's not much of a story. A Puerto Rican guy just got mad that I was insulting
Busting
with
apart
George.
those stereotypes with a knife.
Yeah, I know, really.
How old were you?
At that time, about 15, probably 16.
Jesus.
15
Poor little kid.
He stabbed the
No, I
puppet. He
know,
didn't
but-
stab me, but it
He
caught
stabbed
my
the
hand.
puppet.
I was
He
holding
thought the
the head
puppet
stick.
was insulting him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was,
You had a head stick back then, like an outside stick or
no,
underneath?
a head stick that runs through the body that
Okay.
works the mouth and
And
eyebrows
what was
shit.
the interchange beforehand? Do you remember?
Call him a Jose 20 times, or I don't know. Get me some pot, spick, something like that. I don't know. Whatever I say,
Yeah. He got all agitated and stabbed the puppet.
So you just stand in the park.
15-year-old Otto.
Yeah.
I'm always amazed by guys. You ever do? I never did outdoor comedy. Like William Stevenson was telling me that him and Charlie Barnett.
That's insane.
Oh, Charlie Barnett was
used to
great.
fucking just stand outside and do comedy, and I never fucking was involved.
I was with Charlie Barnett in Miami once. He was doing a gig at night. I was working with him, and he was doing street shows during the day to get crack money. And DC Cab was like playing on TV that week, and he was pretty famous in Miami. So he runs into this alleyway to take a shit between shows. And I go, Charlie, any of these restaurants would gladly let you use the bathroom. He goes, nah, man, I'm a street nigga. And he fired a fucking Lincoln log out of his ass and picked up an oily rag and wiped his ass. I'm a street nigga, man. Watch this shit. It was like, I couldn't believe that. I was watching him in a movie an hour earlier. It was horrific.
Wow.
He had very good bowels, though. It shot right out of there.
Right out,
His ass snapped shut and it was
Oh,
gone.
it must be nice.
But you know what? If anybody else told that story, you'd be like, what? When Otto says, like, wow, you have no doubt. That's exactly. He's got, like, he's got 105
exactly like
of those stories.
Yeah. Charlie was good. He was a good act, though.
He was supposed. Everyone. I mean, you guys.
He was not a good act.
Yeah.
Otto, he wasn't.
Yeah.
He was a great performer, but he wasn't a good act. Come on.
Oh, don't disparage the dead.
Oh.
I'm not disparaging him. You guys wished me AIDS, and now I'm wishing Charlie.
That's what Charlie died of.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He stole my AIDS joke.
transvestite.
I used to do an AIDS joke, not that I'm proud of it, but this is, remember.
What was your joke?
Well, I had two AIDS jokes. Figure out which one Charlie stole. One was, I remember when it was a compliment to be called an incurable romantic. And the other one was, I passed my AIDS test 65.
I would say that the the second one, Charlie.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah.
Really?
And then, but he died of AIDS.
Yeah, he was
How
shooting a
ironic.
needle along with Rick Aviles, who was the bad guy in Ghost, the guy who shot.
Oh, yeah?
Right.
He was a comedian.
He
who,
did. I just
he always had
comedy
villain
Rick Aviles.
parts.
I
That
lost
guy
his
was a
crowd twice.
comedian?
Yes,
He was great.
He was great,
too.
great.
Yeah.
He was really good.
His brother is Rod Reyes, who's a guy who's a comedian. He's a really nice dude, man. And
Is he dead?
no, Rod was actually older, and I know he's still
No, I
alive.
mean,
Well, I think what
Rick
Anthony's
Aviles
saying
is
is
dead,
if
yeah.
he's not dead, why are you bringing up Rod? When the middle
Rick
Rick
was
is dead,
in
yes.
Cannonball Run, too. He had a big part in that. I asked him once about if he, I was like, did you meet Burt Reynolds? He got really mad at me. What do you think, I fucking mopped up the set and shit? You know, yeah, I met him, motherfucker. It was like, he got really pissed. I just wanted to hear a Burt Reynolds story from the guy. He got pissed at me.
No, I mean, I'm confused now. I don't know if the guy that was the bad guy in Ghost,
Rick.
is he dead?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's dead also.
died too.
AIDS?
Yeah.
Carlito
Because they were
shot.
both had the,
Shoot up,
yeah,
Yeah, they were
okay.
needle guys.
Yeah, but he
And,
had stopped years and years ago, heroin. It was like a dormant thing. You know? Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. That's got to be a bitch, huh? Sure.
Yeah.
Stop all.
He was, I used to work with him all the time.
I can share a fucking
They're
needle
both
with
dead,
somebody
and
like
meanwhile, Rich Voss lives on. 'Cause he's,
Yeah.
I'm a survivor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come within 2 feet of me and my baby, you're going to get kicked.
that. He can't stop talking about
The
his
garbage
baby.
juice preserves him.
That fucking piece of shit. He really does think he's salt of the earth, doesn't he? Fucking Foss. What a fucking bag of nothing.
What kind of
very
a
highly of
bad
himself.
Elvis Presley karate kick was that? I mean, does he have any skill? Does he have any skill at all? Or is it like
He
They
knows.
played that Elvis music. Dun, 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 dun.
It was probably like a can kick. He probably put his arms out.
I guarantee it was
Path mark.
it was a mini mall green belt kick.
Yes.
Right below the fucking. Maybe got right above the knee, maybe.
What the fuck happened? Does anybody know the story? I mean, obviously, there's.
What happened? He kicked an audience member?
Yeah, the audience member said something like, you suck, and I think he threw his drink at Rich first. Rich threw
Okay.
his drink, and then the guy got up on stage, and then Rich gave him a couple karate
That wasn't
kicks.
Rich's drink. Rich just
Police
opened
were
his
called.
mouth.
The police were called. Wow. It was a whole thing.
Because of Rich's act.
Yeah.
I'm like Lenny Bruce. The cops could
And
call
we were,
him on.
like Ann said, we were so excited to talk to him, and it was the worst telling of a story ever.
Oh.
We hung up on him.
He
We
did.
hung up
Yeah, it
on a
was that
story like
bad.
that.
A
How do you hang up on a
yeah.
story like that?
A comedian kicks a guy, and it's first-hand information from the guy, and we had to hang up on him. He was
Really?
so bad. I kicked him.
Well, Voss didn't get fucking hit, did he?
No, apparently the guy was drunk.
Okay.
And he rushed the stage after, throwing a drink at him. And Rich I think Rich picked up someone else's drink and threw it at him.
You know,
and the guy
that's-
rushed the stage, and before he got to Rich was like, boom, he kicked him right in the chest, I think.
Oh, good.
I heard that he
and
actually
the guy
said to
came
the guy,
back at him again, and Rich kicked him
He
again.
hammers the audience pretty good. I'm surprised
That's what he was doing.
More often.
He said these two guys were kind of just up front nodding off, all drunk. and talking, doing what fucking drunk people do when they're up front at a comedy show.
Yeah.
Start yapping.
Right, ignoring
and
you.
ignoring the comedian
Yeah.
and shit like that. So Rich got on him.
Where was this? Do you know?
And the guy, where was it? Some fucking chuckle hut somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah.
The best is, I mean, everybody's been attacked on stage, but
Not an arena.
I guarantee Otto has been attacked over 100 times.
No way. I had a chair whipped at me once. In the a metal chair whipped at my head. But it caught the mic stand, so that absorbed most of the blow.
Damn.
And I was trying to salvage the set going, I think I could win them back. And my friend was like, we're in the fucking Bronx. There's handguns here. Come on, we're going. My friend John Pastor was pulling me off stage. I think I could win them back. They're throwing furniture.
I got hit with a Molson bottle once on stage.
Oh, yeah?
Opening for Joan Jett.
Wow.
Oh.
And then she came out. It was at the Ritz. It was like my big break. It was like 1987. I was like New Year's Eve, and I was all excited. And it was like all these Joan Jett fans. Fuck you. And then I came out, and they whip a Molson bottle. And then she comes out from the little balcony, and just comes out. She's not on yet. And just goes like this. And the crowd's like, yay! And the spotlight hits her, off me. And then she just looks down like a fucking... like this fucking idiot, and walks back out, and they're like, "Oh," and then back to booing me.
Holy shit!
She
I
didn't
thought
tell
maybe
the crowd
she was
to
going
shut
to.
up and give you a listen or nothing?
No.
I thought the
She's
story
not
was
that
going
kind
to
of
be.
rock star where it's like, hey, guys, give the guy a chance.
Yeah, that's
He's
true.
a real funny guy.
You bring a gentleman out here like Colin Quinn, and
She just looked like
Yeah.
a fucking piece of shit.
who's this slouch
Like, what's this fucking shit going on before my show? You heard the noise.
throwing bottles?
I never had got attacked. I had an ashtray thrown at me many years ago in Lodi, New Jersey. That was as close as I've ever come.
Yeah.
Land of dumb Italians.
Yeah.
Lodi. That's great.
I think that's the only physical problem I've ever
They
had.
threw an ashtray. Why?
I kept calling the guy gay. I don't remember what happened or why.
Did it hit you?
No. It was a terrible throw.
Yeah.
Isn't it funny, though, I kept calling the guy gay? Like, we think that's totally normal.
Yeah.
Hey, faggot.
He actually
Hey,
apologized
gay.
after the show. He's like, "I'm sorry, man. It was stupid."
Wow, you talked to him?
Did you
he came up to me.
apologize?
He was apologetic. So
Did you apologize for calling him a sodomite?
Yes.
It's got to be a harrowing experience when the crowd is turning violent on you and you don't know if they're going to lob something.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
know.
you don't have Secret Service there to fucking help you out. It's just you, maybe a dopey friend comic that you got with you that's not going to jump in and help you out.
Yeah, what is this pelting us with glassware? When did this start?
And you never see, like when you watch on YouTube or anything like that, comedians getting punched or the shit thrown at them. It goes on much too long. It goes on longer than anybody else that would be in that position. Like, no one comes to help the fucking guy.
Yeah.
It's like, it's got to be part of the act.
Oh, yeah.
This
Exactly.
is hysterical. Look, he's stabbing him in the face. The blood looks so real.
Yeah.
There's just no, it's the comedian against the guy, and no one's helping.
Yeah. It's true.
That's why I like having Kenny there on those gigs.
Oh, Kenny is an we watch Kenny bodily remove people and without any fucking consideration to the guy's health or safety. Like right down the stairs, the old and stay out.
What's the line
the
where
bums
he,
rush.
What's
Yeah,
the
the bums
line
rush.
where he has to get physical with somebody? Like, what would the
If somebody-
boundary be?
anything.
If
Yeah.
somebody sneezes, Kenny would love to run in and remove them by their Adam's
I don't
apple.
picture him being quick, though. I picture him being good at blocking crowds, but not
he's
like...
Oh, you
ridiculously
should see him.
quickly.
Yeah, he's like a
Is he
fucking
agile?
snake.
Yeah.
He's like a crocodile, big and then lumbering,
And
but then
dumb
all
and
of a sudden,
prehistoric.
yeah, he
Oh,
could rip
okay.
out the
There's
neck of
nothing
an elk.
more violent than an ex-cop because they had to hold back all those years so they don't lose the job. And
Well,
that's
Kenny didn't.
Yeah.
Not back in those days.
No.
He worked in what he likes to call the good old days, before video cameras and phones with cameras and everything else.
He said, they used to watch, I'm getting too cranky with this job every day.
Well, they
Before
say
they went out on patrol.
when a cop
Hold 'em
shines a
up.
flashlight and he holds it like this, it's always so that he can smash you over the
Just
head.
smash you over the bridge of your nose.
That's the position right before hitting you, right?
Yeah.
A cop hit me with a flashlight once.
He did?
I've gotten beat up by cops about 6 times. when I
That's
was a
why
kid.
they hold them right up by the light, the
Wow.
big mag
Yeah.
lights. But now they don't even use these mag lights. You should see the shit they got now. They're very little.
Yeah.
And the light clicks on the back, and the front of the lens is serrated.
Oh, shit,
And
really?
you crack someone on the bridge of the nose with that thing, they are fucking going down
Wow.
and bleeding like a stuck pig.
No kidding.
Oh, they're
Serrated edges?
fantastic. It's a serrated edge on the fucking
I love it.
flashlight.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's what you love about Anthony. He's got like 4 of those in his house.
Oh, I do. I hand him out as party favors.
Carries them behind his ear like pencils.
Yeah, just in case. Whap, there you go.
Kenny's like a multi-degree black belt in a couple different martial arts.
Is he really?
Yeah, Kenny's a fucking. He looks like he wouldn't be quick, but he's like a second-degree black belt, I think, or a black belt in karate, and then one other thing.
No, he's definitely
getting
dangerous.
food.
Yeah.
How about the guy that has no skills but thinks the next part? What style?
Yeah, what style? A drunken master? What does he use? There was what was that guy that came up on stage at one of the Virus Tour shows?
Oh, and Patrice was
Somebody
on.
came, yeah, when Patrice was on, some guy comes up on stage, just starts walking up on stage. I don't know, he's drunk, thinks he's gonna make buddies with Patrice, and Kenny just came wailing out of nowhere at this guy. Before the guy knew what hit him, he was fucking halfway down the stairs.
Really?
Kenny pushed him down the stairs and then retrieved his limp body from the bottom of the stairs and just continued to
Really?
push him out of the venue.
Pummeling.
Oh, there's no fucking around with Kenny.
We got Joe from the NYPD. He hired Otto for a benefit. Otto, you pissed off an officer, but you never knew about it. Joe, what's up?
Yeah, hey guys, what's up? Hey, Otto, it's Joe, John DeResta's friend. I hired you for a precinct party once.
Right?
You remember me, Otto?
I remember John DeResta, sure.
You don't remember me, Joe. You once told me not to give advice to other comics because I've had life and death experiences, and this guy's one bad set away from killing himself.
Right?
Okay. Anyway, we
I
hired
recall
you for
that.
a precinct party, and this lesbian lieutenant alcoholic flipped out. She went downstairs to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I'm going to kick that fucking cocksucker's ass, and I'm going to shove the puppet up his ass.
Right?
I never told you because I wanted you to come back.
Why was she mad at him?
She was mad at him because she started doing lesbian jokes. She was okay with the black jokes. She was okay with everything.
Yeah.
And then he started talking
Who
about
isn't?
lesbians.
Right.
And she flipped out because she's a fucking cunt.
Oh, and no, she's a kind. No, yeah, I know. Let that be a lesbian to you.
And Jimmy, this weekend, be careful. Danny Rebecca's gay.
Who is?
Danny Rebecca is opening for you this weekend.
Danny Rebecca's gay. He's sleep on your stomach. Yeah.
He's opening for you.
Dude, he's not. I'm not doing it. Whatever gig. I'm not. I was supposed to do bananas this week.
Right.
I'm not doing
Oh,
it.
you're not going to be there.
This guy's kidding, obviously.
By the way, sir, I have no idea what you do. You can't just get on the
you
air
can't
and
just
say a
say
certain
that.
gentleman is
He
a
said Danny
homosexual.
LeBecq is gay.
Yeah.
You can't just say that.
You can't, yeah.
I'm doing it. What do you mean?
Oh,
I can't do
shut
it?
it.
He's kidding,
You
obviously.
dummy.
Yeah.
Maybe he
shut
has some
your hole.
maybe he has some information that verifies
Well,
that.
that's his information.
He's an
It's not
opera singer
ours.
that does stand-up comedy.
Then he probably is gay. What's
I'm
wrong
like
with
a
that?
libel. You want a libel suit there, Colin?
Well, I'm just
A
saying, what's wrong with a
slander?
gay opera singer?
There's nothing wrong with it.
I don't consider gay being a libel slander, Anthony. That sounds like you, man.
Sounds like your hang up, man.
man. Sorry, I saw hair last night.
Yeah. That's true. All the favorites there. How did they sound? Good.
There's a lot. What do you mean?
I mean,
the favorites,
the singers. Oh,
yeah,
you know.
they really. It was pretty amazing, actually.
Did
but,
you feel like you were in another decade, like in the 60s or something?
You know, it's funny, Otto, because I've been in the '60s, so yeah, I did kind of feel like it.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Did you let the sunshine in, man?
yeah, after a few minutes, you're like, okay, I get it.
That's cool.
All right, here's the video.
Big bush on the naked scene, real quick.
No, not that big, but just
See,
you know,
that's
I
not
would say it was-
70s and
Well, I would say it
60s
was more
then.
like '70s Bush.
70s bush.
Hey, wait. There's the video of Patrice on stage.
Oh. Hey,
And
look
Kenny
at that.
comes up.
Now this
That's
guy
the guy?
comes up
Just to shake his
He's
hand.
trying to say, and Kenny
Wow.
just ushered him off.
Why did that guy think it
what
was a
gig
good
was
idea to
that
go
at?
on stage and shake Patrice's hand in front of 15,000
He was probably
people?
drunk as a
Oh,
motherfucker.
the guy was
That
hammered.
looked like an Amtrak train running over.
So
God.
But
with that profile.
Not as
with you,
sharp
Otto.
mentally.
So
It happens-
unnecessary. That guy was tiny.
It happened so fast. Patrice is actually looking for the guy
Yeah.
that was trying to shake his hand. He thought
He saw a ghost.
brought him backstage. He thought Kenny brought him backstage, but he had pushed him down the stairs on the side of the stage.
But I'll tell you why Kenny rushed, and this is my guess. Because first of all, the guy came on stage, which is never allowed.
No.
But I think because Patrice's reaction wasn't walking towards the guy. Can you rewind that a little bit? You can see Patrice backs up a little bit.
He's a bit tentative.
There's audio too if you want it.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's do audio.
Because Patrice backs up a bit.
Jim, why do you call that back in a bit? I call that fleeing in black terror.
Black
He
Terror.
looks like Patrice.
Yeah, look, Patrice.
White DJs. Come on, man.
I'll tell you, I guess he's not inspired by Bob.
Was that at the PNC? Where was that?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, look, you see he's backing up.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, and there goes Kenny.
He threw him a beating.
And they all cheered.
Oh, I didn't even see him. Kenny just took him away. I just wanted to disrespect Fuck shit, nigga. I didn't want the nigga to get thrown out. I didn't want him to walk up on me and look like he makes damn frescoes and shit. He could have been killing me. This is bullshit, nigga.
Did you give him a Sonny Corleone beating with a garbage can lid and everything? Yeah,
There you go.
The wrong.
Well, Kenny, just babbling.
Kenny was actually protecting the guy because
Yeah.
Patrice was ready to eat his face.
I've never seen Kenny overreact, to be honest with you. I've seen him. Kenny's first move would always just to lumber over somebody,
Yeah.
which is 95% of the time enough. I've seen him remove one person from a dice stage, all the gigs we did together, and that was by the arm. That wasn't even brutal. He just grabbed the person's arm and walked them off.
The lumbering always ends with an awkward bump. Like you didn't mean to bump the guy. Oh,
I've
guy up like a
forgotten
Frisbee.
because Kenny is now, part of the organization. We've been very close with Kenny over the years, but I forgot how intimidating Kenny is. When we went out to dinner with Dice, and a fan came over to shake hands and talk to Dice, Kenny got right in there and just like grabbed the guy's arm and was ready to toss him. Just toss him. And Dice was like, "No, it's okay. I'll talk to the guy." And Kenny just stood there, and I was looking like, wow, you don't fuck with Kenny. But now I know he's just a big puppy dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen an overreaction, to be honest
With
with you.
serrated edges.
Yes, with serrated edges.
I prefer an
The
overreaction.
Surefire Executive, the flashlight's called, if you want to get one.
you missed the good old days.
Executive, Jerry.
Good old police.
Oh,
state.
these days are good too.
Yeah.
But where'd you grow up?
In a house.
Well, I mean,
Right.
if you-
Fucking
Kenny,
smart.
please.
Smarty.
In Jersey?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just trying to
maybe.
find out if you went to the same martial arts academy as Mr. Voss. That's my total goal.
No. We are members of the same tribe, but I don't prescribe to his martial arts.
Do you think he's
Subscribe, by the way. You don't prescribe to anything.
Prescribe.
What did you study? What kind of karate?
I got my first black belt in Taekwondo, Korean.
First.
Yeah, now I study Shido-Ryu, which is a Japanese style.
Damn.
Oh.
So, a little.
Voss has a white belt. He wears it in his mouth.
What's a Shido-Ryu?
It's a Japanese style.
I know that, but what is it? Is it like
It's
keto?
defeated by an atomic bomb.
It's more centered punching and kicking. It's
Up the middle.
Yeah, it's good for street stuff.
Yeah.
Where would you like to ideally strike somebody to just end it quickly? I mean,
Yeah.
if you had time to line up a shot and not,
Well, I don't want to give away my trade secrets,
like
but
where would you hit the balls? The
no,
windpipe?
no good. Too
Why
small,
are
Adam's apple or the
Too small of a
too
target?
small of a
Yeah, especially
target.
if you fight a
and
Chinese guy.
Right.
If you don't hit him just right, it's just going to piss the guy off.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true. And then he's going to fuck you up.
Right.
Kick you in the balls.
If I really feel threatened,
Right.
I'm collapsing your throat and or your kneecap or something.
Wow. You go right for the rest of someone's life, don't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The fucking guy's got a trach for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
I was in a fight with Kenny. I was just trying to shake hands with Jimmy Norton. The guy's fucking breathing through a Bic pen tube in his throat in the ambulance.
How about a warning strike first?
Yeah, what
Jesus.
Ain't no warning, right?
Yeah, no, I'm going to pay to fight fair.
Just makes him mad.
Good point.
Yeah.
Why don't you do
Straight
a dramatic
chicken.
reenactment of a Dice conversation with Kenny in 1991?
91? Hey, Kenny, throw this guy out of here. I'm trying to eat my butterfly filet mignon. Hey, waiter, this isn't butterfly.
Did you see him? Did you see him on that Trump show?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for the one episode. They should have had him on for the whole thing.
I know.
They should have had him on. It's so stupid.
He
for
didn't help
throwing
his
him
He was
off.
cause,
acting
though.
up.
Yeah.
I know, that's
He
what
didn't
you
want
want.
to make he didn't want to make the cupcakes. He said, "I'm from Brooklyn. We don't make cupcakes."
Make cupcakes.
Just make the cupcakes so you can be on the show
I'm not gonna sit here and make cupcakes. All right, Donnie Trump. Hey, Donnie Trump, why don't you bring some bagels? Oh, he was yelling at Donnie for the bagels.
Yeah.
There was a time we went to dinner with him, and he got the butterfly fucking filet mignon, and the waiter he had this poor motherfucker running around.
Which way?
Which way? Medium or well done? Medium. Yeah. You're like, what the fuck are you talking about? So the poor guy comes up. He goes, Dice goes, I want a baked potato, and I want the skin rolled around on the grill so it's golden brown. You hear me?
Remember?
Because he's there like, it's like the half Italian bully and the half like Jewish kvetching customer at the restaurant.
That's exactly what he is. So the waiter comes over and brings this shit, and I guess the potato wasn't rolled around on the grill. And believe me, they brought this shit out so fucking fast to keep Dice happy. And then he's like, excuse me, the potato... Do you remember when you were here before? Do you remember when I told you? He's talking about it like it was years ago, and the guy had ordered like fucking 5 minutes before. Do you even remember? And all I'm thinking is everything is getting loogies. Yeah. Just fucking clams are being spit on everything. Mine at the whole table.
Yes.
The guy's jerking off the fucking, the fucking hollandaise sauce is just cum.
Yeah.
What is this? Excuse me.
Right, and then his steak was undercooked.
Oh yeah, it was undercooked. And then he wanted it butterflied. He gets it butterflied, and then goes, "Now it's too well done."
He sent the steak back, no joke, 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
To the point where everyone was around the grill because the grill was in the open. They're all in a circle staring at the steak and making a decision like, I think this might do it this time.
Wow.
Did they have to throw away like 3 steaks?
And everything. He had everyone in a complete panic. Not one guy telling him to shut the fuck up.
And I think even when he got the steak, they asked him how it was, and he goes, "Yeah, it'll do." Right? He wasn't even happy with it.
But he was, though.
And then he ordered the dessert, the chocolate moussey dessert thing that takes like a half. You got a half hour.
The lava cake.
And then he's telling everybody, "Okay, don't touch it. Everybody, take a spoonful. Now shut your eyes and just taste." And he shuts his eyes and he's like, And I'm like, I'm dining with a fucking retard. This guy's fucking retarded. Shut your eyes. How old are you?
The spoon falls out of his hand because he can't take it.
It's delicious. Now open your mouth. Here comes the airplane. No, don't feed me, Dice. I'm feeding you. Choo-choo. Choo-choo.
And then we went sweatshirt shopping.
Oh, yeah.
But he insisted we get double XLs.
Double XL,
I was never able to wear my sweatshirt.
No.
And it was a nice sweatshirt. It was just the wrong size.
It was giant.
By a lot.
I remember
It was a fucking snuggie.
Oh, you were annoying him because you were walking around and he was kind of. You kept going, "Oh my God, Andrew Dice Clay! Oh my God, it's Dice!"
Times
and he
Square.
was like, he didn't want people bothering him.
No.
No matter, like we would walk another 30 feet and you go, "Oh my God, Dice! It's Dice!
that Dice?
Is that Dice?" Yeah, he was really irritated because people kept approaching him. I'm like,
Nice, I'm a large, not a double XL. No, you got to get the double XL.
You want this one.
That thing sat in my dresser for years. I couldn't wear it
And then
once.
he's haggling like he's in a market in Bangladesh with the fucking guy. It's Times Square, and he's there, I'll give you 25 for it. No, it's fucking, the price is the price here. We're in America, dummy. Not some rolling fucking market in Iraq.
the best fucking Dice discount was when he got a video camera cheaper. And he told me the way he got it cheaper was he walked up to the guy and he goes, "You got to give me a discount." And the guy's like, "Why?" He goes, "I think of you guys every time I drive by." He has this fucking way.
Yeah, he does.
of getting shit. He will take free anything. And like I get embarrassed really easy. You've never seen him not give a fuck about uncomfortableness.
No, and it has nothing to do with saving money.
No!
It has nothing to do. It's the principle of the thing. He just wants to haggle and win.
Yeah.
He just wants a show wherever he goes.
Yeah, he's putting on a show.
Well, Jimmy used to do something funny, too, if we'd be on the road. And we'd, walk into a place, and Jimmy'd come in first and open the door and go, "Excuse us, big store coming through."
I would always walk into a place really, like if there was a few people shopping, I'd walk in and go, "Ladies and gentlemen, prepare to be starstruck." But he loved it. Like I would be mortified if someone said that.
Yeah.
He would just walk in like that's the way it should be when you enter.
Were people starstruck?
What?
Were people starstruck?
Sometimes they were. Other times they were older, and they're like, "Who's the fucking?
What?
Who's the creepy fucking entourage?"
Who's the fat Elvis?
Yeah, exactly. I thought it was Kenny or Happy I was talking about. But yeah, he loved it.
But getting back to Celebrity Apprentice, all you had to do was behave a little bit.
Yeah.
You would be the star of that show.
That's what you want, the loose cannon. Someone like that. Who cares if the fucking guy dresses in a suit and tries to impress Donald Trump?
They really blew it.
Rather have the guy like Dice just
blew
fucking
it.
everything up, not making the cupcakes. His fucking cupcakes.
Donald Trump's the only one that takes the reality show seriously. What the fuck? Like, these guys are really going to have a multi-million-dollar contract with Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Changing their careers. It's a silly show. Keep Dice on there, you dummy.
But nobody wants a quitter, Opie.
Yeah,
he
that's
implied
what-
that he was
that's-
going to quit.
Quitting?
Yeah.
No, I'm not being a quitter, but I'm just saying.
It reminds me of in Trading Places when they're in the bathroom making the dollar bet, and they're talking about Eddie Murphy, and he's in the bathroom stall, and then they say, you know, are you going to keep him on?
Yeah.
After the bet's over, and he goes, Nick. And he's just like, oh
yeah.
that's exactly what it's like. It's like, what? That's how
Randolph.
That's how you treat it if you win The Apprentice. It's like, what? Are we going to put him on the job? What?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Donna meets you with that actorish voice of his, nigger, over enunciating it.
Those fucking, you
And,
could
like,
not
nowadays-
get away with a comedy like that.
But not only that, but nowadays an actor like that would be like, I'd rather, could you change that line?
yes,
yeah.
change it to
Yeah, he just
something
went
less
for
In
it,
those
right?
days, Donna
offensive.
Meach is like, of course, we used to say it all the time. It's almost refreshing.
Donna Meach, you saying it off
Yeah.
camera. He's
said it all
just
the
using
time.
it.
He doesn't
Could
even
you
notice.
bring?
Yeah.
Go to the trailer and get him.
He reads his script and he's like, man, yes, okay.
I'll
He
take
doesn't
the
even
part.
notice. It's like a while.
I was a little apprehensive about taking the part until I read that word. Then I knew it was mine, and I'd nail it.
It's great.
You got to take a break. Kenny, give us the big plug for the St. Patty's Day
Extravaganza.
broadcast.
Pay attention, people. I got a big
Attaboy,
announcement.
Kenny. Good one.
It's not a, well, all right.
Good start, Kenny.
No, when I speak, people listen.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
You need some fanfare behind you?
No.
You want to go dry, or you want some music to really...
No, my voice will
How
carry.
about some pump?
How much are you going to charge
Circumstance.
handling for this?
Yeah, really.
No, a personal endorsement?
Oh, it's an endorsement deal.
Shit.
Yeah.
It's a different fee, isn't it?
Wow.
You mentioned primetime. I'm in primetime this weekend. Can you
Well,
throw that
I don't
in
like
there?
the fact I got your boss's name before yours, so I'm going to take
Thanks,
care of
Yeah,
that.
fix
Yeah.
that.
I'm going
Well,
to take care of that.
Yeah, straight.
you take care of it because I don't have the balls to confront Voss. Apparently, he's not afraid to go at it.
He'll
No,
throw
I,
it down.
I
Take it to
learned
street
my
level.
lesson. You remember the marquee at the Tower Theater?
Oh.
New Year's?
Of course, I remember they had pictures of it. They made a T-shirt.
I have a
Norton made
T-shirt.
I forgot about
It was my and Voss's name, and then they put Colin's name really small, and I had a T-shirt made of it.
It's pretty funny.
Remember that
Yeah,
shit?
but Colin just did the gig and left. He didn't even stay. It would help him welcome the New Year because he had to go to the Borgata.
Oh, no shit. Yeah,
I should have done my job as the host and welcome the New
That's
Year's.
right. And then a hand for your headliner, ladies. Come on, ladies, get them fucking all pumped up.
To all acquaintance, and again, I'm singing along.
Yeah.
Like Norton's favorite movie, Harry Met Sally.
That's a good movie.
You comics must love when they hand out the noisemakers when you're
Yes.
trying to do the act.
Yes.
Do your act for a New Year's Eve gig.
No, we don't love that.
Do you tell? No, literal Jim. Oh, literal Jim.
I think about that New Year's Eve money. I don't care if they hand out cannons. I think about that fucking triple regular check.
Paycheck.
Oh, they could fucking hand out small.
Cappuccino machines and jackhammers. The money's right.
Go get your IEDs, then come back in and enjoy the show. I don't care if I get one laugh, you cunts.
Speaking of St. Patty's Day,
Sure and Bigora.
come be a part of the Opie and Anthony show this St. Patrick's Day. Party before the parade with the O&A show, live from Conley's at 47th and Madison in Manhattan, starting at 8 a.m. Eastern. That's 14 East 47th Street. Anthony's brothers, U2 cover band, 2U, will perform live.
Ooh.
And special guest appearances from Mr. Colin Quinn and the Karate Kid himself, Rich Ross.
Now, wait a minute. Is Anthony's brother the one to beat up my cousin? Because I'm inviting my cousin now. We're sick of your
I believe
goddamn
you're
family.
going to all family business is going to be settled.
You want a rematch 30 years later?
Yes.
In the square circle?
The broadcast starts at 8 a.m., so get there early. Thank you.
All right. We'll continue with these guys in just a bit.
Relax a little bit.
Really?
Yeah. Opie and Anthony.
Hey, bro.
Oh, it's
We got
great.
Colin Quinn and Otto from Otto and George. Really quick, where are you guys playing? What are you guys promoting?
I'll be at the Primetime Comedy Club in Sayreville, New Jersey this weekend.
Oh.
Very good.
Nice club. I'll be there, too. I'm canceling my gig.
Jesus Christ.
You are?
Yeah.
Colin,
Otto's
for
in
you.
coconut.
Fuck the Spider-Man suit.
He's unclipped.
It's a totally nude Tony
Yeah.
Danza.
Wow.
Yeah.
He has a lot of skin on the head of that thing.
Yes.
That's
Jesus.
Photoshop, right?
No.
I don't know.
It
Why
looks like
did
his
a new
dick-
picture of Tony Danza for?
It looks like his cock he's wearing the night before Christmas hat.
We're talking about Tony Danza. There you go.
His cock should be wearing a nightgown and holding a candle.
Some goodness for Colin Quinn.
Why
Yeah.
does he have a nude picture?
That's an old picture. I mean, that was probably,
Pre-taxi.
But
Yeah.
why?
Why? Because people took nude pictures
maybe one of-
occasionally.
who knows?
What are you going to do?
Look, all I did was I Googled Tony Danza Spider-Man, and it was the second thing.
He has a fat penis.
Fucking Tony Danza.
That's right after a shower, too. You can tell, boy.
Yeah.
After a nice warm shower. He
Might
must
have been a
be in good
warm
shape.
one.
Wow.
Yeah, his balls look a little loose for a cold shower. Staring at Tony Danza's junk. It's fantastic. Thoughts and prayers to my cock. Thoughts and prayers.
Deborah.
Deborah, thoughts and prayers.
He actually puts his change and keys under his foreskin and then ties the head off like a fucking balloon knot.
Unclipped. Oh, yeah.
Otto, where are you going to be? You and George.
Poconuts. I think it's
Poconuts?
Poconuts in the Poconuts. There's skiing, there's gambling.
God.
I've done it. It's actually a good gig.
It's
I have no doubt it's going to be a good gig. It's always just the name.
The name is
Like,
it's
fucking
a
double meaning.
Because it's
I
like
know.
coconuts and the Poconos.
It's like a horrendous name.
It's like a double meaning from one friend to another. You get it, Donnie?
Yeah.
Do they got heart-shaped tubs and champagne glass
Yeah,
bubbled
yeah.
tubs?
The hepatitis suite. Yeah.
I went into one of those once. Holy shit.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
The jungle gym motif and all
I
that.
actually went and saw Lewis Black was
Oh.
playing at one of those, the Caesars,
Yeah.
fucking whatever it is. And you go into those rooms and you have to go in there with a black light.
Name
with
that
like a
stain.
Peter Max poster on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We went there. My friend was doing something there, and we went and watched. And it had a tumla, one of those old, Jewish, it was in a pool in the middle of the day, working the old ladies, and there's a whole
Really?
crowd. But it was funny. And he goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, we don't get," and there's they're all gathered around. He goes, "We don't get many celebrities, but how about a hand for the former heavyweight champion of the world, in my opinion, still the heavyweight champion of the world, Mr. Joe Frazier. I'm sorry, lady."
Who said that, Rickles?
No, one of these kind of guys working at Catskill.
I heard that was a Rickles joke. Someone
Mr.
quote-
Joe Frazier. I'm sorry, lady. Just with no pause whatsoever.
Did you laugh?
Yeah.
They have those rooms with the pictures of them are hysterical because they look so spacious.
Yeah.
And then you go into the room and it's got its own swimming pool.
It's cruddy.
And you go in there, it's this little it's a little bigger than a bathtub
Yeah.
in this glass room where you're dying of chlorine fumes.
It's cruddy.
Because they must just have to fucking
Yeah.
pump chlorine gas into these fucking
I
places.
remember Jim, you
Yeah.
were a little bit of a germaphobe back then. I remember you used to always wear flip-flops in those showers and stuff, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't anymore.
Yeah.
Because I'm staying in some of the finer hotels. But I was. It was just creepy. The
Yeah.
cruddy floors was disgusting.
Yeah.
And I
You
almost
can't
thought
walk barefoot on the carpet. They have these shag carpet from the 70s. The places were never updated. And you walk around and sometimes you'd feel a crunch. And you know what that was. The last fucking people that were staying there.
Either a cockroach or a load.
Yeah.
That's right.
Either way, it's good eating.
Hey, a little shout out to WWTDD. That's whatwould They're fans of the show. Paul Rudd is friendly. There's a picture, whatever. It says, the guy who talks movies for Opie and Anthony, and then it says, fuck you, CBS, right on the front page.
Wow.
Said last week that he saw I Love You, Man, and then goes into the review. But giving us some props today.
Nice.
WWTDD.com. Very cool.
Might want to keep it PG on the old FU, though.
You know, Colin, you're right. You open it up to more listeners that way.
You know what? That's true. But also, I think that a movie called I Love You, Man, why does that infuriate me beyond anything?
Because you understand the phony guy camaraderie that it's going to push. It's going to be a phony, corny look at men
that aren't. It's not realistic.
If I have man, yeah.
You're not a fan of the comedies these days, Colin?
Well, let's put it this way: if you'll notice, every supposed comedy show,
alleged
or movie,
doesn't have you in it.
Every one of them. Besides that, every one of them goes after the modern day biggest victims.
Yes.
The white suburbia or white office type environment.
True.
Because that's the only fodder for fucking
Safe.
comedy with these goddamn fucking punks. Oh.
They'll throw in the sassy black woman.
Oh, but I mean, there was the bad.
Yeah.
No, that's only the positive people who attack and put the white people in their place.
Yeah.
Everyone, and these are written by white people.
Yes, they are.
White suicide. It's just every one of them is like this. It just nauseates me. And they keep going to more obscure little all-white towns to try to make shit they make it in Canada because there's no such thing as a fucking every white bully in fucking school. It's just unbelievable to me.
I like the one though where the black guy goes in at a country club. They don't want him. What was that one? But he's like, he's fucking saying some smart alecky stuff.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, that's different. You're right.
And by the end, when they
funny.
accept him, even the old fogey golfers are rapping and doing some fucking break dance moves.
Yeah. Well,
I can't get enough of that. I laugh.
That is a social message. I agree with you on that one. I was talking about this other stuff, but you guys are right. When they go to that white country club and they really put him in their place.
Oh boy, the black guy shows them.
He really enlightens them as to what real life is about.
Yes.
You know what? I enjoyed the old, if you remember the WAMU, the bank that went under. If you remember the commercial. The commercial was a black gentleman leading around old white bankers, old white guys in a pen pretty much. Every time they were all penned up going, "What? You're lending to who? What?" And the black guy would be like, "We don't care about, if your credit's this. We look at every individual and that. We're not like, we think new. We're not like, and it's like, you're giving what interest loans? Well, WAMU went fucking broke. You should have listened to the old white bankers.
Yeah. And just the fact that none of it's amazing. If it was a positive message, half the bankers would have been black. But because it was a negative message about bankers, they were all white and all.
They were all old white guys, and the young black guy was the smart one, the progressive thinker that was looking at these white dinosaurs going, "We're not doing things your way anymore." Well, bye-bye, WAMU. Where'd that go? What happened there?
Getting back to that movie, Jason Segel from I Love You, Man will be on our show next Thursday.
No bad mouth in that flick.
He's great in it.
Yeah.
Let me finish.
Colin just said he didn't like the title.
What, do we have a trailer up? Do we have a trailer on that? I'm sure it's
yeah, we could get it, I guess.
I'd love to have a few laughs at the
It is
trailer.
getting, it is getting, I don't know.
Are you into that whole thing, the bromance? Have you heard about a bromance? They take words and then put manly terms in front or behind to make it sound like it's just two guys that hang out. They used to just be called friends, things like that. Now you have a bromance.
I didn't hear that.
Because they're trying
irritating.
Yeah, it is,
to feminize gentlemen.
That's correct.
It's a feminine kind of. It started out with the what the hell was that? When the guy would file his nails into metrosexual.
Oh, right.
Well, see, it sounds like heterosexual, but it's metrosexual, and that means like you get your nails done, you have a facial, you do things, but you're still all man.
We should bring Sam in because he knows all about this stuff.
Sam does
to play the other part here because he'll defend the bromance and the metrosexual and all that.
Well, bring him in then. Bring him in because I'll tell him exactly where it started.
I don't know if it's completely emasculating men or trying to feminize men, or if it is just a completely cornball attempt to embody or capture what men are. Like
men aren't coming up with these words though. Men are not fucking coming up with this shit.
Here's the problem.
It's these women writers.
It's women writers, and it's also like it's fine for like women in gay websites.
Right.
It's the whole thing with fashion now.
Fag
There's no
hags.
fucking way any of us should know who you wear. We should know who fucking Roberto Cavalli. We should know any of these names of these fucking designers, and we all know them all because it's fine in a certain segment. But now we all have to know.
Now we all have to know it. We all need things like bromance.
And a
in
guy
our
like
fucking
Sam,
language.
who's obviously not effeminate or a metrosexual,
He's a fucking twinkiest
knows
twink
all
I've
this
scene.
Sam, why do you know all this shit? You're from Syracuse, a rough town in its best days.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, but it's important these days to know designers.
Is it important that
and
the
things
Orange
like
Men
that.
stink this year? You fool.
I'm not there anymore.
I don't think he's a fan of the Orange Man.
Yes, he is.
He's a fan of Scorch, though. Let's not forget.
Yeah,
That's what I mean.
Scorch, it was such a great fact.
Do Scorch have tickets to the
Why don't you
Orange?
tell Colin what your favorite show is?
Well, I watch a lot of reality TV.
Oh, who
The
can blame you?
one. The one, though.
Well, I will check out the Bromance Show.
And the other one.
I don't know which one.
Tool Academy.
Oh yeah, well that just
Big fan
ended.
of Tool
I know.
Academy.
That's where they really show, once again, show the evil devils of the modern world, the white males that lift weights and are frat boyish.
But one, gets
They
to
are kind of
leave.
tools, though, but,
Yeah.
He's not a tool anymore.
I know exactly.
Uh-huh.
It's like a fucking it's like fucking one flew over the cuckoo's nest. They took his balls off and put him back out in society.
But I watch all those shows. I think it's a new culture that's building. It's
Yeah.
a good thing.
Is it?
Yeah.
You like
mean,
things
people-
like metrosexual and bromance and
Well, I
man fucking cave?
You and Robert Kelly pretty much have a bromance at this point.
You
so
do.
Yeah, but
That's just a romance.
little
Who's getting who?
it's a little homoerotic, but you guys haven't
Yeah.
gone all in.
no, we haven't gone
Keeping
on
it in the bromance
I try to keep it a bromance
area, yeah.
Bob Kelly likes the romance angle.
Yeah.
He
Bob.
pulled your pants down the other day. Someone sent me a picture.
Yeah, he came into to the studio asking me to change his Twitter name,
Right.
and I said no. And then he started.
Dude, change my Twitter name.
Yeah, and then he grabbed me around the throat and put his hand on my mouth and forced me to the ground. And then he started trying. And this wasn't even on the air. This was the show wasn't even on.
No,
It's had
so it's
nothing
not
to do with
So he's not even
entertainment.
playing
course,
it
I
up for
don't-
the audience.
No.
This was just for
And he
his
started-
own sick pleasure.
Pulling the back of my pants down while Mars and E-Rock cheered along. Yeah, do it. Yeah.
Oh, he should have fucked you in the ass. He should have went all the way.
Believe all he needed was fucking Tweety and Viking to help him.
Tweety and Viking, yeah.
Did he get all your pants down?
No.
Because the picture I saw,
Tweety, man.
the pants were half down.
That's all he got because I got up and ran into one of the other studios, locked
Did he
the
get your
door.
underpants down, baby?
He just showed the top of the crack.
Oh.
Oh,
I'll tell you
wow.
right now, what he calls funny is often chilling. But he's supposed to send me a video that he never sent me of Eric Rivera, his other little baby boy toy.
Oh, yeah.
Besides Sam.
He's got another one?
Comedian at the
Yes,
cellar.
a little pretty Spanish
Is he a little
kid.
twink?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, he smiles. He
Little
got like the
Spanish
spiky
kid.
hair, big nice
Oh,
teeth.
shit.
And he
Perfect
worked with him.
for
He goes,
Bobby.
dude, I work with him. I go, what happened? Him and they were sitting at the table. Here's what he did, okay? I'm telling you, this is what he did. This is not a joke. The kid, he actually had him on tape, and he made him say, Pacquiao. They were working together in Miami. He goes, Pacquiao, quack, 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 quack. And I go, well, how'd you make him say it? He goes, I stun gunned him. And he said it. Or I would stun gun him again.
He's also been calling me at home.
It's freakish.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, the picture's going around the
He
room
is
now.
really pulling his pants down.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is a forcible rape.
Yes.
That is going on there.
Attempted rape is what it was.
That is
And once
attempted
again,
rape.
not for the air. This
Not
was
for the
just
air.
for you and a couple of
Why
guys.
would he do?
Yeah.
You could see.
is truly- that's
you
a
could
sad
see the
picture.
muscles like in his arms. He's really pulling down your pants.
Yeah, he started kneeing me in the back like hard.
Wow.
Yeah.
He got all worked
Like he's
up.
done it before.
Yeah.
He was
That's
smelling
not-
like that musky man ass smell, and it got him all wound up.
That looks like
He got worked
That is
up.
no bromance.
Yeah, he was with a froth.
that looks like a mechanic raping a jogger in Central Park.
When Robert goes through these scenarios, I play the part of making believe that he's just making it up on the spot.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit.
He doesn't really mean it.
It's like Joyce. This is no bromance.
He says it in such a way you're like, oh my God.
He's
What have you
kissed
been
him.
through in your life?
He's
Yeah.
kissed him. He's like,
Oh, yeah, they've kissed.
Bobby is into twink guys.
Yes.
Yes, that is
he's
true.
definitely into guys that kind of are a little effeminate looking.
Yeah.
No
Well,
offense,
Sam's
but you're not the
effeminate,
most.
But he's,
Yes,
no,
he
he's
is.
kind of
He's got kind of a biracial, kind of like a.
I'd say sleight of frame.
Yes.
slight of frame, you
Yeah.
would say.
Can you start growing a beard just to see what it looks like?
Yeah,
I
grow
guess
a beard.
so.
Let's
All
see
right.
what
For
that
like
is.
a week or two?
Okay, yes.
No beard war or any of that crap. Just a quick little beard to see
It'd just
what
be
you
like
look
a week or two, not like 2 years.
Bobby's got a beard. His wife. Yeah, grow a beard. I want to see what that looks like.
Okay, no more shaving for at least 2 weeks.
You know what?
We'll do
You've
it-
grown though.
Does it come in fast?
No, not.
So you're going to need two
2
solid
weeks.
weeks.
2 weeks. We'll do
You've
2
grown
weeks.
over the time we've been here. You used to be a lot smoother and more child-looking than
Yeah.
you are now.
You manned up,
You've
Sam.
manned up, and we got to kick you out as
What
a
do you
twink.
mean? Oh, as a
like
twink.
I don't see how Bobby still finds you attractive.
Do you know how
I'd
Bobby?
have probably fucked your when you first got here.
Yeah.
But you're too hairy now.
My
The
hair-
hair,
yeah.
the hair ruins everything.
Do you know how Bobby wants to fuck? He wants to fuck Sam brutally and on Sam's back.
Yeah.
Bobby wants to missionary fuck Sam.
Oh shit!
So he like really hard, and so he can kiss him with his big stomach hanging on Sam's young fucking slider frame.
That is true.
Fuck. Yeah, and Bobby would probably try to like convince himself that Sam was enjoying it. So while he was fucking Sam, he would reach down and just try to jerk Sam off between their stomachs.
Oh god!
His clumsy hand, fucking big soft lips of God knows what nationality. Do you understand? He would convince himself that it was for both of you.
Yeah. Why not? You know, you don't
been-
even have to keep a secret because you enjoyed it.
He's been calling me at home, again with the excuse of the Twitter thing, but he won't let me get off the phone. He's just like, all right, so you'll change it? And I go, yeah. And then I'll just keep talking. Like, he won't
Yeah.
say, don't hang up. Don't hang up the phone. It's
Danny, don't you hate when Bobby calls you all the time like that?
He has, but not to the not
while he
probably
was
not
jerking
as often as.
I think
as
I've
Sam
gotten
gets
one
that.
text from Bob Kelly. I'm so not his type.
And he doesn't say cam up, Anthony.
No,
He does to Sam.
cam up.
Cam up and put on that outfit I sent you.
And I think he's got a thing with roles too, because he refuses to call me. He'll just text over and over again, telling me to call him. I got a message on my Twitter, 2 text messages.
Call me.
And then Travis had to text me and say, Bob Kelly keeps texting me, telling me to tell you to call him.
Wow.
But he won't call you because you're the bitch.
Yeah.
You have to call him.
Wow.
Here comes Travis.
Bob
yes.
sought
Another
me out
twink,
on
but he's got a
Facebook.
beard,
What?
by the way.
Huh?
Bizarre.
You. One on your
about me?
face. And
And 2 beers.
yeah, he's got 2 beards.
What are you talking about?
We definitely hire a type here.
Yeah.
Faggot.
I think Sam and I
Sleight
look
of
good.
frame.
Reddish-haired faggots.
Yes. You're sleight of frame, too, though.
No, I call it attractive.
Oh, okay. Whatever you want to call
No,
it.
this is a good frame, right?
You're
Sam?
way too hairy for a twink, though.
Yeah.
You're like a twink bear.
I'm straight.
Twink bear.
All right.
Yeah, no, Bob.
You're like a hot piece of ass in a truck stop.
You're like a guy that gets a lot of pussy on NPR.
Good. Looking good.
I'm going
Did you
back.
check out all the
Oh, what happened? What'd you come in
Yeah,
for?
come on.
What about Bobby, Travis?
No, Bob, I woke up from my nap the other day, and
He was
Bob
behind you,
found-
spooning?
No. Bob found me on Facebook, and I can't imagine that was that easy because I don't think he just knows my last name offhand.
Oh, so you think he had to really search it out?
Yeah.
Go
And he's
through
just like-
friends of friends of friends?
'Cause why would he know my last name? you
Yeah.
know? So, and he's like, tell Sam to call me right now. I don't have his phone number. He needs to call me right now.
Shit, there is definitely something
Yeah.
going on.
You know how
Not
else-
even joking.
You know how else Bob would fuck Sam? Bob would fuck Sam. Bob would lay them both on their side, right?
Yeah.
And Bob would lift Sam's left leg and prop it up with his own leg so he could fuck him, and then he could reach around and grab Sam's dick, like, kind of angrily that he was so driven to fuck him. Like
He's blaming Sam for his sexual urge.
Yes,
Yeah, but
like
he would-
you bastard for being so attractive.
he would like fuck him from the side. He would grab like Sam's dick and balls together like one clump, and then just kind of kiss his back and neck. And he would actually probably say, "Come on, baby." He'd probably call you baby.
Would you like that?
No, I wouldn't like it at all.
Would you get excited?
No.
Because he's playing with your dick and balls, so
He'd
maybe
make
it
it-
would be an involuntary kind of,
we
like you'd get hard anyway.
We need
let
to know
you
why.
wait.
We need to know why you play along, Sam.
Yeah.
Is what we're getting at.
Yeah.
Like
Don't blame Sam. This is pathetic. This is the textbook.
You gotta blame
He
him.
plays along though. On air is one thing.
No, he
but
does not.
If he didn't want him
makes-
fucking
he
looking
makes
at him, he
Sam put
wouldn't
his hair
wear.
in cornrows
He wouldn't wear
when he's
his
not in town.
his clay. He wouldn't wear that cute clothes if he didn't want fucking Bobby
That's right.
looking at him.
Cute
Thank you
clothes.
so much, Anthony.
Sam dresses horrendously.
Okay.
You know what Bob
Dresses
was
like me.
While Bob was fucking you, he would actually like he'd be trying to he wouldn't want to admit to himself that he was holding you there against your will. So he would like quickly lick his hand and then grab your dick and balls again to try to like
He's got to do it fast though.
yeah, to try to wet it up. Yeah, God, dude.
He's doing it fast, so even he doesn't think he hasn't acknowledged that he did it.
Yeah, but he wants to act like he's jerking you off. But if he just gets his hand wet, you'll escape.
Oh,
Hey,
it's terrible.
I gotta just
Go to the screen again there, Colin. This was an internet sensation
Oh, yeah.
by accident.
Oh, man.
This made all the gay sites.
Yes.
Sam
Yeah.
was playing, quote, a role.
Yeah.
It's a character. It's
A
called-
character called Creepy Gay Kid. And not only did it do well on YouTube, it hit, I guess, all the gay sites.
All the gay sites.
Yeah, we ended up trying to find it on Google News, and I found out that the day after it was posted, all the gay blogs posted
really-
it on their website.
The gay guys loved it.
They,
Yes.
they wanted
That's great.
all the info they could find on Creepy Gay Kid.
Yeah, I think
so.
one of the websites was gaysocialite.com.
Yeah. So here's Sam playing a character.
Creepy Gay Kid.
Creepy
That
Gay
wasn't
Kid.
me. It was the
Do we have
character.
good audio on this one?
I hope so.
The video's
Yeah,
out there
right,
if
I
you
hope
want-
so at
if
this
you-
point.
If you want to play along at home.
Can you tie your shirt in a knot?
That's Bob Kelly, obviously.
like a little belly shirt. You really are into Sam.
You didn't even flinch. It's for the Opie and Anthony show.
Hey.
Go ahead, man.
For me.
See, Bobby wanted it for him.
Yeah.
Sam is tying in his shirt into a knot.
So, that's Creepy Gay Kid.
Yes. He looks like Montgomery from Fame.
Oh, it's Bob's birthday that day?
Yes.
Okay.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. Kelly. Happy birthday.
You lost Colin, by the way, Sam.
Lost Colin. He gained a fan for life in Colin. He looks like a tranny.
I love you, Bob Kelly.
Oh God, was that?
Creepy.
Yeah.
This weekend.
Yeah, Sam has got a definitely
That was
tranny
great.
vibe.
That's
Yeah.
just
You
like that?
It was just like the tranny from Q&A.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Yeah.
a little character work for the radio,
Very good.
and Bob Kelly has taken it, as if it's reality.
If you did like the hormones and stuff, you might actually be able to pull off being like a chick.
He'd have to shave his fucking stupid Muppet eyebrows.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that would all get plucked and stuff like that. Like
Yeah,
you'd have to go through the chick shit, all the chick shit. You'd have to get like hair extensions.
Let's
But
do it.
So you don't
he
look
should
like
have had a
fucking
camera
Angela
on
Davis.
Bob as he was watching that, though.
Yeah, a tent in his dumb pants.
Yeah.
See those doll eyes?
Oh God, look at that.
And that's Sam.
That's Sam. Look at the stroke he's able to get with. That's Sam
fuck is
sucking.
This was Sam's girl's line, by the way. This is where she was like, dude, enough.
Because Sam
Yeah,
was sucking. We
enough.
made Eric stand there with a fake dick, like a dildo sticking out, and Sam had to suck it. Actually, had to. We had to pull him off.
And look at the technique.
Yeah.
That picture
That
speaks
picture's
volumes.
not very erotic, though. It's simian, you know?
Exactly. It really is.
Simeon. He does have a very chimp-like mouth as he's sucking on that cock.
That, Kyle, that's not a good picture. This kid takes the cock like a fish to water.
I'd never done it before.
Hey, can
Exactly.
we play, can we
That's what I'm
play Bobby's gay song, Convertible
Wow.
Boy? We haven't played that in a while. Just to wrap this whole thing up.
Yeah, wrap it up in
Bobby
a fucking
came up with a
condom,
song called
please.
Convertible Boy. And we should get Kelly on the phone and talk about this.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, we'll get it on in a second. So
I thought we were talking about bromance, Brody Jenner.
Yeah,
yeah, right.
Bobby, that's true. Frankie on line 4. If you remember this one. Hey, Frankie.
Yo, what's up?
What's happening, man?
None. I just know for a fact that Bobby Kelly's gay. You remember that whole Sanjaya shit?
Dude, remember?
Up his chin and kissed him gently. Oh, fuck you, Bobby Kelly.
He was so into Sanjaya, that fucking girly-looking
Was that
boy
American Idol?
from American
until he
Idol.
noticed Sam, though.
Yeah.
Sam Jaya.
Sam's his number one.
Sanjaya.
Sam Jaya.
He's into like these wafy-looking boys.
Sure.
He's gay, Bob Kelly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Look at Sam.
Fuck.
Did he have an erection when he was pulling the pants down?
Yeah, coming from the guy that he was trying to rape.
Notice no disclaimer on that one, by the way, Colin.
Bob's
The
a
other
bully.
one, we're disclaiming our asses off. Bob
Yeah.
Kelly's gay. No one's going to defend him.
Bob's a bully top. That's what he is. Bob's a fucking bully top.
Back
And
to
he
Travis.
he hates the fact that he needs to fuck Sam.
Remember he had that huge thing for Tom Brady, too?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a love that he had for
That's a
Tom
sports
Brady
hero,
as a
though.
sports
That
thing.
happens.
Yeah.
Even that you
Happens
could
with sports
almost,
heroes.
But
you
there
could
was-
almost like
There's
accept that.
There's a sexual element, though.
Yeah,
Which is different.
It's out of respect,
different than
though.
just that.
Yeah.
True.
I'd like to
But
say
Tom
Bobby
Brady's not
Kelly
like
never
that
got
type
to Sam,
of Twinkie guy.
No.
but things don't work out like they do in a storybook.
My girlfriend can't stand Bob Kelly. She's very uncomfortable.
I wonder
by him.
why.
She's
Can we
very
get her on the
put off.
phone?
Yeah,
Well,
your
maybe she's at work.
girlfriend,
Yeah.
your girlfriend.
Because Bobby
Yeah,
makes
sure.
her realize who she's dating. was a rapeable man who could never protect her.
She passes everything off like, okay, I understand, whatever, it's for the radio. But she hates when Bob Kelly slaps me in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does smack you.
She used to be a better sport.
Well, I used
We're
to
losing her. We're losing her.
Because it's gotten progressively worse.
Yeah. She was. Yeah, and I don't blame her.
Some of the things I've done are totally unacceptable.
Wow.
Do you feel like ashamed at some of the things?
Yes.
Yeah, you think about it sometimes.
Like that picture that just came up with
the fucking
that thing
big
in
dick
Iraq's
in your
pants.
Oh, the dick in your mouth
The dick.
picture?
It's fake.
What?
It's a fake one.
It looked real to me.
There's rubber.
How'd it feel? Just felt right, didn't it?
No. No, it feels bad.
The thing is, you didn't look like you looked like you enjoyed it, and you looked like you were really good at it. Like you had the long fucking lip stroke going on that thing.
Like it didn't look good. Like Colin was right; it looked simian. But the way the cheeks were sucked in, I'm going to tell you something.
Had a Dizzy Gillespie in and out
Dizzy
sucking
Gillespie.
thing going there. Yeah.
This kid will pull a load out of your balls like nobody's business.
Oh yeah, you got to know it.
I mean, I can always appreciate a compliment, but it's just not. It's not something that.
You better just stay well above the law.
Yeah.
Well in line because. You're getting raped. You're getting raped at work
for no reason.
If you were in prison
over Twitter
prison
names.
would be terrible because also the brothers in there they like a little bit of like black blood. In somebody because they mind they don't like a total white girl. They like a girl. They're most attracted to a girl that's got a little bit of black and white mix.
Day
That's
one.
their favorite look.
Yeah.
Day one during delousing, you would fucking have a dick in your mouth.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wow, you said that nice.
You better stay on
my
that.
God.
Yeah, you went like, oh yeah.
You better stay in the straight and narrow.
Oh, my God.
Oh boy.
Do we have convertible boy? Because we got to go to break. We got our guest here, I do believe.
I forgot he was coming. This guy's like a fucking a warrior.
He's a real man.
Who is it, Jason Segel?
Huh?
Who is it,
Next
Jason?
Thursday, yeah.
No, who's coming on?
Some expert on like kicking ass.
Yeah.
Terry Shepard. He's hosting a show. I believe it's a series period tonight on History Channel, and it's called Warriors.
Warriors.
Come out and play. Convertible boy as we go to break. Bob Kelly.
Convertible boy. He's so amazing. Convertible boy. He's so cute.
We're back with the Opie and Anthony show. We're going to move on to our guest in a second, but Jess's chick is on the phone.
What?
Jess's chick?
Jess's chick.
I mean,
no, Jess's chick is on mic.
That's actually right.
Sorry. Sam's girlfriend Jess is online. Hi, Jess.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Hi.
So you were a good sport through the whole Sam thing. What finally got you?
I don't. You know, it's hard to say. I think I'm a little sick of him kissing so many guys.
So many. Like you would have accepted maybe one.
Well, I mean, accepted one that was random on a total dare or something like that. But I
Well,
think
because it was for a TV pilot. Let's not
Right.
forget. So
Yeah.
you're like, all right, he was doing
You're right.
a TV
Forgot
pilot.
about that.
if he becomes famous, it's okay.
Right.
But no, this is ridiculous.
They
And
thought that you might have a problem from when I sucked off Iraq's dildo.
Yeah.
that too.
Yeah, that picture is like if someone sees that, unless somebody says, "Oh, it's fake," you would think that Sam is performing fellatio on a gentleman.
There's a picture.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch
Oh
of photos.
shit!
Oh, you never told her
Oh,
about
maybe
the
I
picture.
spilled the old beans on that one.
I mean, it's not. It's just kind of circulating around the office. It's not like
The Office. It made every gay website.
Oh no.
You never
They
saw
love
that
'em.
picture online of your boyfriend fucking sucking air out of a dildo?
No, but I came in that day because Sam was driving me home or something like that, and the people who had brought in the doll, they were like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry."
Yeah.
And I didn't even have any idea of what had happened.
Yeah.
And so, oh god, I was really freaked out.
Yeah, you do understand that he is kind of twinkish, and that some gentlemen will like him, his slight frame, and Bobby Kelly is one of those
she
gentlemen.
doesn't know what Bob Kelly did in the office.
Right.
Oh, there's a picture of Bob Kelly attempting to rape your boyfriend. By the way.
Oh, she'll know in a minute or two.
Oh, are you?
Oh
Good.
no, are you sending me the picture?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, side piece. I'm sending you the pictures
What
now.
did you? What?
She's in my phone as side piece.
Holy shit!
It's just a joke.
Nice.
It's just a joke.
Side piece. Which one you want? You can
By
just
the way,
call it
Jess is very cute.
Yeah.
She's a very, very cute girl.
I think
and
so.
doesn't deserve
Well-
to be with some pseudo homosexual.
It's not. It's character work.
I'll send you the Bob Kelly one with his pants half down because it's kind of like it's almost innocent, and then I'll give you the showstopper after that. The big plastic penis and Sam.
The relationship stopper.
Do you feel that this is a weird reference, but basically Jess is dating
And Sam.
McCullough, Jeff McCullough
no.
from Dog Day Afternoon.
It does look like it.
When did this Bob Kelly thing happen?
A couple days ago, 2 days
yesterday,
ago?
the day
Yesterday?
before.
Why
It-
didn't you tell me, Sam?
It wasn't even on the air. It was just he just came in. And
That's what's
Rape victims are ashamed. A lot of them don't report it.
Yep, you're right.
Yeah.
Most crimes don't go
Go
reported.
Do you feel
unreported.
competitive with Bob? Does he like Twitter Sam when he's out there and stuff?
Yeah, he's like really flirty with Sam when I see him, and he's always trying to kiss him and touch him. And I mean, now that he looks really awesome, I think that he feels really good about himself, and he wants to get himself a little side piece or something.
See, Bobby does. Bobby thinks he's looking really good now, so he can start hunting for little Twinkie guys like your
Trolling,
boyfriend.
yeah.
And Sam loves it. Something is wrong there.
No, I don't love it.
You
Kind
do.
of like the attention.
Here's the thing, Bob.
Dude, it was off the air. He had
It
your
was.
pants down around your fucking the bottom of your ass.
Are you trying to sleep with Bob Kelly to get to Dane Cook? Is that what's going on here?
I'm not trying to sleep with Bob Kelly, but he is a celebrity. And so there's certain...
That got silence.
Yeah.
Celebrity.
That got stunned silence.
Well, I saw him on HBO Tourgasm.
Yeah.
You did.
There are
true.
certain liberties that he may have that a certain Joe Schmo on the street wouldn't have.
So you'd be willing to just give up your morality or anything like that, sexually humiliate yourself just to get a little bit ahead in
Middle
this
class
career?
morality.
Yeah.
Like Coco taking
Yeah.
showing those tube socks tits.
Come on, Sam. Put your thumb in your mouth.
What if somebody just watches HBO? Would they still do it?
Wow, I don't know how you
All
put
right.
up with it.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, no, I have a real problem with it. And I also have a problem with the fact that Bob Kelly actually hits Sam. There's something...
Yeah.
He slaps his face, Jess.
Yeah.
I know, and he did it in the street in front of me, and I spoke to him about it.
He slapped. See, he was trying to show you. Look,
That he's the
I'm
dominant male.
Yeah,
I
I'm
know.
the dominant male over your boyfriend.
I know.
I slap him, so you really have no say over it.
But
I know.
you tell Bob Kelly who I went home with, right?
Me?
That's right. You tell him, Jess.
Oh God!
At least sound manly.
Straight
The
people.
last dance for me.
Let me hear your deep voice.
My name is Sam.
Oh God! That ain't it.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
All right, Jess, we got to go. We got a guest standing by.
All right, guys.
All right.
All right.
All right, take it easy.
All right.
Sorry, Jess.
What do we got
No,
coming up?
he's right there. But
Oh,
you don't
okay.
go anywhere. Bring Terry in.
Okay.
Yes, indeed.
Terry Schapper,
Yep.
Warriors TV show.
Warriors.
Oh, he looks like a warrior.
Yeah,
Jesus
look at
Christ.
this.
Hi, Terry.
Nice. Holy shit!
Right about now, he's like, what did I get myself
All right,
into?
Sam.
Microphone. Hold on,
That
my son.
is a man.
Yeah, that is a man.
You are a twink.
Well, I'm not a
That
twink.
guy is like all man over there.
Voice lessons.
All right.
Got to get that voice a little deeper.
Yeah. Now your show Warriors.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Really fantastic because a lot of people know something about these warrior cultures, but they're based on a lot on movies that we see now. And a lot of times you'll see TV shows saying, and yeah, just shake his hand in the middle of my fucking interview, Colin. I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
Could you snap a Colin's neck? That'd be
No,
fantastic to watch.
we're pussycats, man. We don't really.
Yeah?
You know, yeah, we're
He's
not.
a Green Beret.
Only when you have to.
Of course he can.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never ran into a guy named Rich Voss.
Rich Voss.
Yeah.
He's a martial arts expert this weekend.
This is the weekend. Kicking drunks off of his stage.
You've never run into him or seen him if you've watched TV in the last 8 years.
You could use his teeth as Roman shields. Set up a phalanx in his mouth. So a lot of these cultures have been shown on television and in movies, and I think you get a misconception of what they're all about. Like we've seen the 300, and assume that that's what Spartan culture was like and everything like that. But you pretty much show what's really going on in these warrior cultures.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm still actually a Green Beret, so we deal with reality. And so, you know, these kind of warrior
certainly
cultures.
do. I'll show you reality.
Yeah, we do. And, you know, these are the kind of guys we've been reading about and studying. pretty much our whole careers. And so, yeah, there's what you think you know, and then there's what you do when you get on the ground and you see these cats doing all the different things, Vikings, Zulus. It's
you guys still study ancient warrior cultures and apply that to what you guys do in the Green Berets?
Oh, absolutely.
Really?
Yeah, man. That's required reading.
Except for that stupid, lines facing each other, Civil War and Revolutionary War kind of thing.
There are some things you don't repeat.
Yeah, don't repeat that. Waterloo.
Yeah,
kind of bad. Those little squares are pretty good,
Little
though.
Bighorn was not so
The
good.
Maginot Line.
The Maginot Line.
Yeah, we would just go around the Maginot
Once they
Line.
go around, and then the Germans had the guns on the wrong side. It was fantastic. I read your book.
Was that Patton?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was fantastic. So, what? Now you're doing a show on the Mayans, I guess?
Yeah, the first one, actually, it's on tonight at 10 o'clock on History. Yeah, the first one is Maya. It's actually I think it's the sixth one we filmed, and I think they put it on first because I cut my leg open in it, and of course, that makes good TV.
A little blood on the opening
It makes good TV.
episode.
But, I'd never been down. I was in Guatemala, and that's a really, for me, it's a pretty exotic place, actually, to go, and that's not a warrior culture I knew a lot about.
Yeah.
No one really does, and so we were trying to kind of figure out about it while we were there by looking at the murals and sort of getting into their culture and figuring out, okay, that's how these cats fought,
And what was their kind of fighting style? Because there is so little known of them because they kind of just
they did kind of go away.
Yeah. I guess that didn't work very well.
Well, they started.
It was cotton balls. They would throw cotton balls at their enemies,
and it didn't work.
No,
it didn't work. Well, they started out as their warrior culture started out with just really to capture dudes and then sacrifice them. Because the blood was a conduit to the spirit world, and so these guys would capture a king or a really famous guy and ritually sacrifice him. The warfare sort of started changing. Populations got bigger, then it became about sort of conquest, resource acquisition, and then later on it just became really about just completely wiping out cities, just decimating them. And I think that was one of the things that kind of took them down.
Wow, really? The fact that they spread themselves a little thin, or
it was a lot of stuff. It was environment for sure, cultural, all that kind of stuff. Their kind of worldview didn't really fit so much anymore. And then when you start turning on each other, fighting it.
Like in the Mel Gibson movie.
Yeah, actually, it's funny. I actually saw that show. Yeah, I actually saw that show, and I really dug it. But the guys, I thought it was really cool. The guys though down there, some of the Maya archaeology guys, were like, oh, blah, 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 blah. They didn't like it. So I was like, hey, it was still a cool movie.
Snob.
Yeah.
Why did they like
archaeology snob.
Well, what they said was
wasn't accurate enough or something?
They said, like, historically, that wasn't quite right. I go, well, hey,
Whatever.
dude, you really weren't there.
Yeah.
So,
How do you know?
Yeah, exactly.
He spoke in their language.
I think they actually listened to your show back then. How the hell do we know?
Yeah, right.
So
How badass were the Spartans? Now, on 300, they're portrayed as like, there's 300 against a million, and they're kicking ass. How badass were the Spartans?
Well, the funny thing, there's a great book if you guys get a chance to read it, and I think 300 was kind of taken from some of that. It's by this guy named Stephen Pressfield. It's called Gates of Fire, and it's a really great book about those dudes, how they trained, how they fought. There were 300 Spartans, that's true, but they also had several thousand other Greeks with them.
Yeah.
Some of them left when the fighting was about to start, but some of them stayed voluntarily and fought alongside the Spartans. So the thing with the Spartans that made these guys such badasses was really their training program. From when they were born, they were weeded out, and ones that didn't look cool or didn't have the thing, they're over the cliff. And so from then on, these boys are being packed around in herds, constantly disciplined, constantly sort of messed with and deprived and just really hardened. And
it's like a whole life of basic training.
Sam with Bobby.
Yeah.
We see you guys know something about this. Yeah, so these guys, right before these guys even start training in hardcore warfare, they're already a lot tougher than anybody else around. And so they really, what we like about the Spartans is the fact that they actually cared, I think, more about their buddies than they did themselves. And Sparta was a bad society. It was based on slavery, so it was going to fail. But that warrior culture was just...
And that seems to be what even modern warfare, especially in the American military, is based on. A lot of guys, if they don't believe in the cause, they absolutely believe in the guy next to them and will do anything for him.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, I'm a Green Beret, and anybody who's in my kind of work, whether you're in a combat unit of any kind, we are problem solvers. The political stuff it's cool to talk about when you get drunk, and it does actually affect our job. But really, on the ground, it is one for all and all for one.
You've done 3 deployments, I think. Since 9/11?
Since not, I was actually, I didn't get reactivated. I volunteered to come back in. I was active duty for like 9 years, and went all over the world. I lived in Germany. It was a cool life, man. It was great. And then I got out and I went to acting school on Broadway for 2 years. Yeah, I know. And by the way, no one can see the eyes looking at me right now like, what the hell's wrong with you, dude? My dad was like, you're an ass. But so I finished that in 99 and started getting some work in the city, theater, TV, whatever. But, 9/11 goes down. So I had to think to myself, hey, man, do you go on auditions, continue to pursue this, or do you get back in the fight? And I'd spent a lot of... I'm old, man. I fought in the first Gulf War starting from then. So
wow, yeah.
We knew this was coming, and so it was kind of a no-brainer for me, man. I went back in, but I went to National Guard Green. They have National Guard Green Beret units around the country.
Jesus.
So guys like me who have been active duty but still get involved. So October 2001, I was back in the unit, and by March... Nice. March 02, I was in the Middle East again. And my last tour was actually Iraq. I got back in 06.
Oh, it was? Wow.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, and I got this job on a homemade audition tape.
Mm-hmm. Really?
Yeah, I was running around the woods. My wife is really smart, and I'm an idiot. And I was like, hey, let's do this. And I had this big broadsword, and I know how to use those kind of things. And I was talking about Charlemagne and warrior culture and what was it like to face these barbarians. And I got the job.
All right, this guy's it.
I was like, I don't know how the hell that happened, but I'm pretty happy about it.
Well,
it's been so much fun, dude. All over the world, man. I just got back Saturday from the final episode. I've been everywhere.
What kind of martial arts you take? They say you took. We were talking about karate earlier. They say you took a lot of martial arts.
Yeah, at first they labeled me as a martial arts expert, which I was like, no, don't say that. I'm not. There's very few of them. Japanese karate, Shotokan, and some Kyokushin. I've done a little bit of Muay Thai, some Jiu-Jitsu, and a lot of stuff in the Army, like combatives, which is kind of a blending of all that stuff. It's kind of like, you don't really have time to spar and
right.
Put dudes in arm
someone's
bars.
running at you.
Yeah, and you're wearing body armor and you got guns and you got all sorts of heavy crap on. So it's really got to be direct and it's got to be done. You're over and you're on to the next dude.
Well, yeah, the Zulus.
By the way, hey, Colin, that was the coolest place I've been so far.
Really?
Oh, yeah, I'll tell you. That's
I
crazy.
used to have to change trains in high school, and I don't know if they were Zulus or what. But every day.
Did they have big cowhide shields? Chanting and singing.
Next stop, Jamaica.
Yeah, now they were some tough sons of bitches.
The Zulus were serious badasses, and they were really kind of, by the way, Colin can't stop laughing.
I know. Colin killed himself.
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. The Zulus are coming to get me. No, they were really great, man. From the moment I got there, these little kids are singing and greeting me. And
Zulu land, right? This is cool.
Yeah, it's actually, you're right. Yeah, exactly. There's sections where they control it, and they're actually, most of them speak very good English, and they train, and they I don't want to say they reenact, because they're not reenactors. I wouldn't say that, but they live and breathe this kind of old school technology. And
were they wearing Super Bowl champion Patriots shirts?
I didn't see any, man.
No?
I didn't see any.
I love how they ship those shirts over there.
I know. 3 different Buffalo Bill championships.
Well, I remember
Liberians wearing like 2-pack shirts from '95.
Or like when we go to Indonesia to help them out, and they're wearing like Obama. I almost said that one wrong. Osama bin Laden.
Yeah, so they're wearing the T-shirts when you're going to help them.
Yeah, you're going to help these cats out, and you're giving them stuff, and they're wearing, Osama bin Laden T-shirts, and going like this, though, America, very good.
Wow. And you're like, guys.
And they like their wrestling shirts, too.
Wrestling shirts, and
huge.
And everybody, when I was over in the Gulf War years ago, everybody who was black, they called Michael Jackson.
Really?
I'm serious. They just kept Michael Jackson. That was pretty funny. But they're nice
Zulus,
people.
They were like big. What's his face?
Shaka Zulu was the dude who united them, pretty much by force of will. I mean, he was like a really tough guy, and he had this idea of this, Pax Zulu, uniting all these tribes, and it was by violence, like most good things are, and it worked. And they have this spear. It's called the Iqua, and it's because it's the sound it makes when it goes in, eat, and then when you pull it out, and the guts come out. It's because a lot of Zulu words are based on the sounds they make. So like a tractor is called a gunda gunda, and they have all these other kind of. It's a really
E-Rock's name is. See, it's eating. Thank you.
How hard is it? Because Anthony owns a lot of guns. You've shot at people, I'm sure you've had to. Is there? I mean, again, being in combat's different, but is there ever a hesitation or something in your mind when you got to shoot something? How hard is it to actually shoot another person?
I don't think
practice, not theory.
Well, here's what I would say. I mean, if it's him or you, it's going to be him, and that's just the way it is. It's not tough guy stuff. It really is just it's the job. And if a guy is a threat, then he's got to go down. And I think most guys in our line of work, if you kind of interviewed everybody, they would say that probably the same thing. It's like, yeah, we don't want to do it. I don't know anybody who likes to kill anybody. I really don't. I mean, you might think, oh, Green Beret. No, we're actually really nice guys. But you know what I mean? But we will do that if we have to.
We sat with a bunch of them. We were over and we went to Iraq and what was it?
Which, by the way, guys, thank you for doing that. I meant to say that before. You guys got some balls.
Oh, so yeah, we did. None of these other cowards will do it. But I mean, Colin, these other fucking pinko cowards. But Colin and I went over and they put us with a bunch of Green Berets. It was in Saddam's palace, I think.
Oh yeah. Could you believe how that guy lived? I think I was on the backs of those people.
Yeah.
There were dudes in the unit that when I was over there, we had to train this Iraqi unit. So we took an A team. We had to work these guys. There were guys in my unit, their entire family had been killed by Saddam Hussein and his government. So when I hear people talk about human rights and then say we shouldn't be bothering Iraq, I don't know, man. I got to worry about what they're thinking.
Well, because the news never got out. Like, the news never got out about what he was doing because, you know, who the fuck was going to report it? They were dead.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
I think, you know, hey, listen, man, I think down the road, I think a lot of this stuff is going to come out. And we'll really kind of know the truth, I think, right now.
Yeah, I think time is the only thing that's really going to write the last chapter in
it's always
in this
that way.
whole story.
It's always that way. So, you know, we just got to keep doing what we know we have to do.
Do you think other warrior cultures like the barbarians and Vikings had to deal with the press revealing their strategies before they went to battle?
I'll tell you what, though, if they did, they would have just freaking killed them.
Oh, hells yeah.
See,
yeah,
so
that
that's one thing. We're not really allowed to do that. But I think, you know, you're talking about Vikings and stuff. I mean, I think the cool part about the show for me was, I call it Terry Shepard gets his ass kicked every week because I'm fighting and doing certain stuff, and his weapons are cool, the technology is cool, tactic and strategy is cool. I really like getting into their mindset, like what kind of dudes, what kind of guys would be a Viking? What made them do this? And it's all related to how we are today, and so I think if you watch the series probably from start to finish, I think what you're going to get is not so much these differences of these guys, but the commonality. Like there's the same kind of guy that is a Green Beret, is a Viking, is a Zulu, and there's that element of that that was a lot of fun for me to get into, man. I read about these guys, and now I'm with them. You know,
was when you watch something like Gladiator and you see that opening scene, the combat, it's just two giant masses bashing themselves together and hacking each other to pieces.
Yeah.
Was that an accurate depiction of how they fought?
Oh, yeah. I think it definitely was. You know, think about it, man. There weren't radios. There weren't these kind of technology things for command and control. So a lot of times it would be whistles, banners, and just charge and just crush the guy.
Just two huge groups of people smashing together. And it is amazing. A lot of people do criticize the military and have over the years, but it's amazing how much of our technology is based on the need that we had because we were in war.
You're right.
Or at the brink of war to come up with technology that is used every day now.
Well, yeah, that's perfectly true. I mean, I'm a Green Beret medic, and so since really from Somalia on, you know, we've learned some harsh lessons about how guys get killed and how they're wounded. And like I say, and I say it jokingly, but not really, you know, it takes a good bloodletting for us to really get our stuff straight. And so our combat trauma procedures now are different than they were when I went through the Green Beret course, you know, because it's adapted to what we've got to deal with. And
you look at the difference even between Korea and Vietnam, the getting the guys out of the hot zone and even just back a little further so they could be stabilized. Made such a huge difference in casualties.
Yeah, my evac time when I was in Iraq last time was pretty goddamn fast.
Really?
Yeah, we had birds coming real fast.
And you're at like some pretty well-equipped hospitals.
Well, I wasn't near one. I was sort of out. We were pushed out real far, so we weren't on an American base. We were with Iraqis.
Jesus.
But so there was no gym and PX and ice cream for us, which, by the way, we're proud of that fact. But damn it. And, but you know what? We would call. I mean, you could get birds there. I'm not kidding. Probably, half hour. It's pretty fast.
When you look at the way, like, because it's hard to defend Bush after a while. Like, I was very for the war, and then you start to realize, like, it's just to protect the Iraqi people. Then you get into it because I feel like they don't appreciate the American soldiers. And it's like that I started to develop like a real fucking dislike of the Iraqi people because I feel like It's like, where the fuck was your bravery when your families were being slaughtered by Saddam Hussein?
Right.
Where was, fucking al-Zarqawi, or where was fucking al-Sadr, or any of these guys and these radical clerics when Saddam was murdering their families? So it's like, as a soldier, do you feel like, do you have any resentment having been over there? Or how do they treat? Maybe the media's fucked up.
No, man. That's actually a good question. One of the problems we've created in Iraq is, believe it or not, at least when I was dealing with these guys, and I was as a medic, I was helping them all the time. The Iraqi people, from my experience, don't hate us. In a way, we've made a problem, though, where we've created a bit of a welfare state, where they are so used to us solving their problems. A machine will break down, they look at you and go fix it. Daitman mushkila, anamabadak. They don't know. So that was frustrating. But, one thing, it is frustrating when you know what we got to do and you got to train these cats. But, I tell people this, too. One of the most heartbreaking things in my military career was the Gulf War. I was in the 82nd Airborne then. I was a paratrooper, and we were in central Iraq, fighting, kicking ass, and we asked the Iraqis to help us. Where are the bad guys? Where's the Republican Guard? And they were completely cooperative. Then, President Bush Sr., listening to the international community, did not go in and take him out, which is lesson one. Never listen to do what's right for you. So anyway, I'll never forget pulling away that day in the back of a truck, and all these Iraqi people are going, "Where are you going?"
Yeah, where are you going?
I couldn't look them in the eye. I couldn't look them in the eye because I thought, we have to leave. So what do you think happened when we left?
Slaughter.
We destroyed Saddam's military from going outside of Iraq, which is good, but we completely cemented his power within Iraq because we identified the dissidents and then we left them hanging.
Yeah.
So I understand their ambivalence to kind of come along with America right now, because if I was in Iraq looking at the news and the U.S. government, I would think, they ain't got the balls to stay in this. They're going to leave us again.
And you look at how history played out after the first Gulf War. If we would have maybe supported the Kurds in the north a little more when that was going on, there's a lot of ifs.
Well, that's another thing too, man. Listen, we're always going to blow. We're going to make mistakes all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's part of the war. That's part of warrior culture too. We mess up. That's the way it goes. And every life is important. I mean, this is a bracelet. This is one of my friends who was killed in Iraq. So we know the cost, but we're not. What I don't like also is, hey man, thank you for the support, thank you for the thank yous, and thank for what you guys do. But we're not victims, we signed up for this. I volunteered for the infantry, I volunteered for airborne, ranger, and special forces. So
Jesus,
I know it. You know what I mean? So we're not victims, and I think any combat dude will tell you that. As much as it hurts to lose your friends, we're not victims.
No, every documentary I've watched, the guys are so dedicated to each other that the cause that the political that the president or whoever put in place is secondary to just, I know we got a job to do, but there's such dedication to the guys you're with that becomes the goal is, here's our job, but my mission is to get us all out of here.
Yeah, well, that's the thing too. I mean, in the special forces, we operate in what's called an A team. And no, I've never met Mr. T or George Papard. I wish I could. Those guys are badass.
Plus, they're great actors.
Plus their performances with dynamite, kid. Show business. So we always say, man, we definitely live and die as a team. One dude isn't really worth squat. We don't have nails, we don't have teeth, we're not fast. We don't have hair to keep us warm, but we got big brains and we take care of each other. We evolved in it as a tribe.
What if the one dude has a lot of money and his house is like an arsenal? How would you take down? What would your strategy be to take Anthony's house down?
I think tactics would work. You and I will just sort of talk about that offline, Colin. You know what? Just invite ourselves over for coffee and go, hey, man.
I might have superior firepower, but my tactics are lacking. I think
Sosa's army would have to show up.
We would train you up, man. It's okay.
They'd have to bring a young captain up the river to hit me with a machete.
House.
I enjoy shooting. I love target shooting.
Yeah, of course.
I think we're going to have a little trouble as far as the Second Amendment goes with Obama being in here and the Congress.
That's coming down the road.
So I decided I'm going to purchase as many guns that I believe are going to be banned as possible.
Way before Obama, he decided.
Yes. Well, no, I've always been into
He's got grenades.
shooting guns. I'm a lifetime NRA member. I just, there's certain things that I enjoy about shooting guns. I shoot targets. I'm not a hunter.
Well, let me ask you this: have you ever robbed a liquor store? No. Right?
Nope.
So you're
never
cool.
robbed a liquor store.
So don't worry about it.
Never.
He's actually bought a couple.
Yeah,
cleaned them out. Maybe
I own a few by proxy.
He shoots targets with Jodie Foster's picture. picture on. What's wrong with that?
I've hunted, but I'm not a hunter.
Yeah,
I
me
just
neither.
I enjoy shooting exotic weapons. I like guns. I like shooting guns.
Well, dude, you'd have liked when I was in Florida because I just got back from shooting all this World War II stuff like Thompson's and Thompson submachine gun, the M1. And
I just picked up a Garand.
Yeah.
Those
great
things
gun.
are great.
That
yeah.
one Garand is still a
watch
badass weapon.
Go watch your thumb, though, on those motherfuckers.
Yeah, look.
That thing will smash your thumb. But that distinct sound of that
ping, there goes your mag.
Coming out, it's fantastic.
And I got to meet this guy in the last episode. It was probably the highlight of the show. This is in Florida. They flew... the production company flew this veteran from L.A. He's 85 years old.
Wow.
They flew him to Florida to meet me. And he's one of the original, there was a group called the Alamo Scouts. These recon guys in the Pacific that had a selection process and training very similar to what we have in Special Forces. We actually came from the OSS in Europe, but these guys are very similar. And he was one of the original dudes. I mean, I've read books and read his name. So I'm sitting there where I'm doing some kind of thing on camera, and all of a sudden I hear this noise behind me, and this Jeep is rolling up. I turn around, it's a Willie's Jeep. And
Willie's.
I'm like, what the F is this? And the guy comes up, he goes, hey, Terry. And there's this older man sitting next to me. He goes, hey, this is Bill Littlefield, one of the original. And before he even finished it, honestly, tears came up my eyes, and I just hugged him. I said, do you know what a hero you are to guys like me? And he said, he looked at me, and he was, when we had a serious look, and he goes, you guys today are our heroes. So it was the best moment of the show. Because I actually got to meet a guy who's been there, done that, and seen a lot of bad things back then, and now he's talking to me, man. It was great.
That is interesting, talking with the old veterans like that when they took, or again, you must have seen Band of Brothers.
Band of Brothers was great.
When they actually interview the soldiers at the end, last episode.
That's the best part of the show, I think, is when you see the older guys.
It's chilling. I defy anyone to sit there and not tear up.
If you don't,
when
you
you're
have no
watching
heart,
those
man.
guys.
Yeah, you don't.
It's just amazing.
And they're also matter of fact about the way they talk about this stuff.
I know. That's it, too. It's like,
they're just so damn... like today, where everybody today is always like, oh, man, the pain I went through. Yeah, whatever, dude. These guys came back from World War II and rebuilt the country.
Yeah.
And shut up, and they shut up about it.
It's like Born on the 4th of July when Tom Cruise is in the fucking bar and the Marine is like, don't go crying in your beer. You signed up and you lost. He's in a fucking wheelchair. Don't go crying in your beer. Asshole.
You signed up and you lost.
Ouch. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I just need one question answered. You were all over Iraq, right?
Not all over. I've been in certain
enough,
parts.
though, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You ever see a werewolf?
No, dude, but I
and I'm being, because this stupid Bob Kelly that we go back to, our friend, he went over there and he swears he saw a werewolf.
No, but
really,
we're saying Saddam used to try to crossbreed lions and stuff with
right.
Well, but listen,
Ligers,
I would
like Napoleon.
right. Only the most feared. No, he was crazy, and his sons were crazy. I will say I didn't see a werewolf, man, but in the Gulf War, we were occupying this villa, and all the Iraqis would come and see us. And out of nowhere, one day, this little kid shows up, and he looks like he's got the hair of like Carrot Top.
Oh, Jesus!
And I was like, I was like, who got this kid here? Like, where's your daddy? You know what I mean? And no one could really explain. No one in the village could explain where this. Yeah, it's fabulous. And he was. No one could explain. No one in the village gave me an answer about. He was pale white. Carrot. So he wasn't aware. Maybe he was a werewolf.
So they stoned him.
Freak. Bobby swears. I mean, we made fun of him, and he goes, "No, I'm telling you, we saw a werewolf. We almost ran it over."
But I was.
Remember, he's told you guys.
I wouldn't want to see that. I might run away from that.
Yeah, had a little.
I'm not really scared.
There's no werewolves. I just wanted some, so I could go back to Bobby and say, "Shut up."
You could tell him I think he's full of shit.
Thank you.
Yeah,
that's all I needed.
Yeah, he's
an official no.
On the show, you're using a lot of the weapons that were used in that. What's pretty much the most difficult weapon you had to wield?
Well, it's something simple actually, and they still make fun of me in the production company. I could not, for the life of me, throw a javelin. I look like Lamar from Revenge of the Nerds. I was like the limp-wristed throw. Okay, I didn't look like him, damn it, but
you didn't act like him.
I threw like him, and it was just so funny. It was the Vikings, and I'm with these guys. I'm whipping battle axes and doing real well fighting with axes, and then they give me this javelin, and I try to throw it, and I swear to I was like, oh boy, I guess that's something I'm not good at. And the production guys, they're high noon. They're actually in Colorado, so hi to them. They're really, really nice. They always bring that one up. Hey Terry, maybe we'll throw a javelin in this. I said, shut up, dude. I'm not going to throw a javelin.
What was hard about it? You couldn't get it far, or the accuracy was horrendous?
There's a technique to throw it, and if you don't do it right, like release and do this kind of thing, it just spins like for 5 feet and just lands like an idiot. You've got to really do it. And the Zulus, man, the Zulu dudes were throwing spears. Like, I'm not kidding you. They were nailing these big elephant skulls on a wall like maybe 100 feet away. And I actually...
What a surprise.
And
they were chucking them.
All right, let's move on. But hey, here's a funny thing too, though, because we were getting to the end of the day and everybody was getting tired. Guys were starting to miss the target. And they really wanted to film this thing. They wanted to see the spear going into the elephant skull, and they weren't able to do it. So what did I just whipped out some money. I just whipped out American money. I said, whoever gets this first, 2 out of 3 hit it right away.
Yeah.
Really? So, we all speak that. They were really, they could whip these
There's
things.
like no flights on them or anything, right? I mean,
dude,
you got to throw it right or it's going sideways.
It's exactly right. It's a stick. And if you don't do it right, you look like a retard.
Is it easier to hold from the back of it or the front by the spear tip to make it fly straighter?
Yeah,
from the middle,
it's
really?
Kind of around the middle. You just find a balance point. But I did do something. In the Guatemala one, I used an atlal. You guys know what that is?
Well, I do, but
it's like
Jimmy doesn't know. He's full of shit. Dummy.
That's like a spear thrower thing. I was actually pretty good too. That was pretty fun.
Is that the thing where it's almost like a sling?
Yeah, man.
Say, son of a bitch.
He knows.
And,
I know that.
And the spear goes in it, and you use it as it gives you more leverage.
It leverages everything. If you don't have that, you're fucking
shut it.
A couple of warriors are talking about something. We've been in the shit. I know what it's like over there.
Yeah, you've been in the shit on your back in your bathroom with a hooker on top of you.
Hey, don't fucking enjoy the freedom that Colin and I helped provide. When you sat here with a beer in one hand and your dick in the other while we were fucking in the shit.
Getting shot at, telling jokes.
Absolutely.
Yes. I appreciate it. Believe me.
No love.
It was Ted the Warrior.
I do have one thing. I do have, another good thing too. Of course, my wife isn't too cool about it, but I've brought back all these things from these places. So like I'm walking through an airport with a Viking shield, trying to get spears through customs.
Yeah, how does that
and
work?
Looking at me
Jesus
they're like,
Christ.
what's wrong with that? Yeah, what's wrong with what is this? I go,
carry on.
It's only a Zulu spear. It's called an Iqua. I'm just gonna pass. And they just look at you like I got.
And then you explain how the sound, what Iqua really means, and they're like, oh yeah, fine, bring it on
go
the
right
plane.
through.
So I'm building the Terry Shepard Museum in my house, and no one's gonna come but me. But damn it, it's my museum.
I don't know. I think there's a lot of people want to check out what you got, what you brought home.
I don't think
Yeah.
you fit the profile either if you're getting on a plane. I don't think they really got to worry about you, tell you the truth.
I don't know. I've gotten some, that's another thing too. I've gotten some hard looks sometimes. And I pulled out my military ID and I still sometimes have gotten, I'm like, hey dude, you know what? I'm one of the good guys.
Right.
So you can do your job, but just don't be a dick about it.
And then he whispers, I'll snap your fucking neck.
Yeah. And if you give me a hard time, you will not go home today.
You have to sleep sometime. All right, we get it.
After 9/11,
we get it.
Jesse,
No, you
Jesse,
have no
sure.
idea. We get it. You're tougher than us. All right, shut up.
After
I'll
9/11,
sleep sometime.
Oh, God.
how soon were you on the ground after 9/11? What was the guys said that there was guys that we saw with their Green Berets that were actually on the ground in Afghanistan. They said October of 2001.
Oh, there were dudes there within a couple weeks.
Wow.
I mean, like really, and knocking the hell out of the Taliban.
Do you speak more than one language?
What's that?
You speak one English or another?
I speak actually, because I was in 10th Special Forces Group in Europe, I was assigned to European, so I speak Czech pretty fluently. And I also know German, just some pretty decent German because living there, but everybody in the Green Berets, we're the only military unit where before you actually can graduate, you've got to speak at least one foreign language because we go and we live with wherever we are. We're living with Iraqis. We're living with the South Americans, and so you can't be. You got to know how to communicate, and you can't be a jerk either. You got to respect the way they do things, and then kind of work together. That's the fun part about it for me. Actually, it can be frustrating, but man, it's great when it works.
When you're living among them, how do you sleep at night?
That's a good point.
Because I mean, you stand out, and these people are like, I think we're gonna have to take this guy out while he's sleeping.
Yeah, I don't blend well.
You probably have a lot of mousetraps set up for yourself.
Well, you know what?
Marbles and tacks.
We take some precautions. We do, especially when we first got on the ground before we kind of work with this battalion of guys. But once we'd gone into some missions with them and trained with them a lot, I felt pretty good that we were pretty safe. You do never let your guard down. If you do, you're an idiot. You always, hey man, it is Iraq, so it's
What's the problem? Pakistan is probably where they think Bin Laden's hiding. I mean, in those tribal areas, what exactly? Could we hear about that? My first thought was just carpet bomb the whole fucking area. But how? What exactly?
Little politics involved there.
But what exactly is the problem with the tribal areas and the location? How big is it? What's the exact problem?
Yeah, well, the problem is for years we kind of took down our intelligence capability, so you can't get that kind of information about those dudes in Pakistan from satellite photos. You have to have guys on the ground among them. And they're hard to get into because they're very clannish. Everybody knows everybody. The terrain's tough. So it's not like you can just kind of get guys in there. Hey, I want to join your group. They're going to, you know what I mean? It's a very tight-knit group in a very hard-to-reach place. And if you don't have guys on the ground,
and aren't those like the closest things to those ancient warriors? Is like those Afghani type guys, right?
Those guys are still the same as they were back when Alexander the Great tried to go through there. They are pretty damn medieval.
Yeah, they're like badasses for little guys, right?
They're very tough, and they're tough because the environment makes them tough.
Right.
You know, they have none of these comforts that we have. You know, it's funny, man.
It's all mountain training for their whole life.
The whole thing. Yeah, it's an outward bound, ass kicking outward bound your entire from you were born up. So yeah, they're really tough.
How big of an area is that? The tribal regions.
In Afghanistan or Pakistan or
wherever he might be.
It's big. It's really big.
Have to
it's
be
a lot.
Polite. Tell them like this: check fucking MapQuest and leave it alone.
No. And answer your question, it's pretty damn big. And check fucking MapQuest.
I would. I want to send a package.
Yes. Well, that's something else too, man. You know, I send packages too. One thing, if you go to the website too, now I'm going to just shamelessly plug this. Sure. History.com/warriors, and also they have a Facebook page. I'm a computer retard, by the way. I can barely turn one on, but they have a Facebook page for warriors, and I have a site there too. It's Special Operations Warrior Foundation, and I've been giving to those guys for years, and now I was like, I couldn't ask a better opportunity to kind of do more for them. And it's what it is. It's like they basically provide scholarship money for kids of whose dads, special operations guys who got killed or drastically wounded in combat. And that's the thing, man. A lot of people say I support the soldiers. You guys do. You went and did it, and I think a lot of people do. But the word support is a verb, so it implies action. So what exactly are you doing? I mean, bake cookies and send them. Believe me, man. We used to get stuff from kids over there, like pictures of like drawings and cookies. And can I tell you, we always wrote back and we always sent pictures because it means a lot. That is support. Just say, yeah, I support the troops without the war. Sorry, bro, that doesn't cut.
That's a great point, man. Everyone says it.
I know.
Actually, I'd rather have people...
I say it. I haven't done anything.
But no, that's cool.
Jimmy has said it, but he's gone over there and performed. Colin has went over there and performed.
I'm banned from there.
And I believe
That's because of your homosexuality.
They fucking banned me for making fun of the
for real, you're
homosexuality.
banned.
Did they really?
Yeah.
They banned you?
You guys were
for
joking.
mocking the homosexuality of the Afghani.
So you can't go back in there?
They supposedly
banned me.
lifted now, but
supposedly lifted, but I'm in. I'm
that's what they told you.
We could get you in, dude.
A picture in the post office. How the fuck are they going to know it's you?
No, the USO fucking banned me. Oh, our side banned me.
Oh, our side did.
Motherfuckers.
You loser.
Colin was.
What the hell are they doing, Colin?
Colin was so funny when we did
jokes.
I still remember you standing on a fucking on the back of a truck. We did the first gig in Kuwait, and Colin's on the back. It was on the back of a flatbed truck.
Yeah, right.
And he was talking about all the fucking Kuwaiti men and how they're holding hands, walking around with pantsuits like the Mary Tyler Moore show.
By the way, guys like us, we are going to crack up if we see that. And you know what? To go see guys like you is really good. That's actually fun.
Fantastic.
You know why I never went back? It fucking what scared me, and this was right after they caught Saddam when we first went. What scared me was after al-Zarqawi and when they started beheading civilians. And that scared me into going back. I admit it because I was afraid. Like, you never know. We didn't take any helicopters when we were there. We took all, like, C-130s?
C-130s.
Yeah, planes, fixed-wing stuff, yeah.
But there was the idea of just going down or having a technical glitch and being captured and beheaded it scared me into not going back.
Well, I mean, yeah, these guys actually cut people's heads off with knives.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, guys. I mean, we've never done that in the American military.
That's beyond any horror. That's beyond any horror.
You know what, though? It fucking got... Because they're fucking these fringe groups. It worked. I mean, it fucking scared the shit out of a lot of people.
Silly you'd look with just your head sitting there.
I know. I wouldn't be
sitting there like that.
Your head would look silly.
I know I wouldn't have a cool look on my face. Probably my mouth would be half open like I was about to blow someone like I caught.
But you were talking about them as being... That's in the show, too. I mean, all these warrior cultures we went to, almost all of them did that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, so really, it's not that, like, we're above that. We just kind of have evolved from it. We used to do that, believe me. We used to cut people's heads off and stick them on spikes.
It's a tactic. It's a tactic. It's a terror tactic that
it's also
fear
the fun.
is very effective
Take somebody out.
in combat.
Of
Fear
course
is
it is.
very effective. And if you have this inkling that they might chop your head off with a knife, you're going to do something a little different that they want you to do differently.
You just basically stated the thesis for the third show, which is the the Romans and the barbarians. I said fear was the biggest weapon for the German barbarians.
Oh, the barbarians, absolutely.
These Romans were scared to go in there.
Technically, the Romans had them beat. There's no fucking... Technically, they kicked their ass, but the fear... They were afraid of these motherfuckers.
Yes, and it worked.
Yeah.
And it worked.
Because if you got caught, what they would do to you.
Oh,
yeah, and if
they
you
were barbaric.
Hey, it kept you from going back to Iraq, dude.
It really, that's what I was saying. There is actually a method to that because if it frightened me into going, look, I'm not fucking. Getting shot is scary enough. A bomb is scary, but man, that is fucking too horrific to you.
Well, in a weird way too. I mean, and I take this the right way. I mean, in a way, I respect their commitment because they are willing to kill and die for it. That being said, we got to kill them. I appreciate their commitment, but it goes against what I stand for, so you're dead. I mean, but you know.
That's it.
But you got to know that you're not up against a bunch of pussies because it's ridiculous rhetoric to say you are, then you fucking underestimate them, then you get killed.
Dude, you just said it. If you're out on the street in New York, if you're in Iraq, anywhere, if you're in a board meeting, you underestimate your enemy, you are going to lose. And it's never about the equipment. It's never about the cool gadgets and GPS. We have that stuff, but it's the dude on the ground that kicks ass.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, you know, it's guys like us understand that, Terry. It's unfortunate that a lot of
unfortunately,
a lot of the panty waste just don't quite get it.
Panty waste.
Well, you talked me into it, man. I'm going to watch this show
Watch the
now.
damn show and tell me what you guys think.
I'm definitely
What is it?
Fantastic.
It's the History Channel. Starts tonight?
It's 10 o'clock tonight, man. It's the first one, and I think they're going to have, I'm assuming they're going to do it every Thursday at 10, and every week's a different one.
Yeah.
So we got Maya. Next week is
Mayans.
Vikings. Next week's Vikings,
Fucking
and then the
you got a
Barbarians.
hit on your hands. This is
It
gonna be
really is cool. It's fantastic.
Is there any difference between Mayans and MS-13s? Or
I think
you go to Machu Picchu.
No, I would. You know, they're already kind of
place
kicking
I want
around.
to go so bad.
I would love to go there, man.
You've never been? Huh?
I'd love to go. I hope we get another season, and
Machu Picchu.
There's some great places that we can still go.
Did you ever
know
go
what I mean?
Huh?
Yeah.
What happened?
I'd like to go there.
For real?
Yeah.
Machu Picchu. Yes.
I want to say one more thing too. I want to say hi to my team in Afghanistan because right now, if I didn't get this series, I've been filming since September. If I didn't get the series, I would be with them. But by the way, with a happy heart because these are my best friends.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
But you know, my commander was cool and he blessed off on. He said, "Hey, man,
go for it.
You got the show and just represent us well. You know, do kick ass, represent us well, and we'll all be rooting for you." So I miss them. They're my best friends, and I pray for them every day. But you know, I hope my goal for the show is to do right by them, you know, and also just let you guys in on it. Hey, man, we kind of all understand this.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, I promise you guys will understand. You'll go, yeah, all right, I get it.
I have a question for Terry too. My manager travels a lot. We talk about it. He's
insane.
He'll go anywhere in the world. You know, like he went to Timbuktu by himself. Like he's a fucking
that's pretty ballsy.
That's bad,
actually.
right?
I think the one place he won't go, I want to say it's somewhere in Ethiopia or it's Mogadishu. What do you think
Mogadishu is not very
But it's like
hospitable.
I would not want to go to Mogadishu.
What do you think is
I think
the
it's
most...
called the other side of 8 Mile.
Yeah, I don't think you want to buy waterfront property in Mogadishu.
No. What do you think Mogadishu is called the Robert Taylor Home.
Oh, God.
What do you think is the most dangerous place in the world for a Westerner? Like, I mean, we know Iraq, but there are Westerners
Yeah,
there.
You mean a white Westerner?
Well,
yeah,
you know
white
what?
Westerner.
In
Karachi?
in our hemisphere, Colombia is really dangerous. Still is. Yep. Guatemala, where we were, by the way, had the most per capita violent crime in any Central American country.
But moving into number 3 is Mexico.
Apparently now Acapulco is full on ghetto.
Mexico
Cut your head off.
really getting dangerous with the drug wars down there.
Yeah, they're moving to fucking Phoenix.
It's one of the mayors of a big one of the big towns down in Mexico moved into Phoenix. He's governing from the United States because he can't deal with what's going on down there.
Is that true? Really?
It's gotten to the point in Mexico where the drug cartels are just taking over. Mexico for years has just been this corrupt, unproductive country that isn't even like Canada. I mean, come on. We could. What's the matter? You're right next door to us. You share a border. Can't you just shut up and be quiet and stupid like Canadians?
Well, I guess if everybody still wants to get, wants to get high, the stuff is going to come through.
Yeah, it's got to come through somewhere.
Drugs go that way. The drugs go that way.
If it didn't go through there, it would come from Canada or from the coast or something like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, we got all sorts of problems to deal with. But
Canada brings pot with them when they come down, but it's in their lungs. I've never seen more stoned people than Canadians.
The worst they do is show up with the Vicodins. They've almost some stupid prescription drugs.
Nice. I think
3.
the show. I think the show's fantastic. I have the History Channel on constantly. I love all the programming on that channel is just fantastic. It's a great. I've learned more from watching the History Channel than any class I've ever cut in school.
You sound like you sound like what's his name? Travis, I've learned more from cab drivers.
I've learned more from a cab driver.
It's just
Travis. Yeah, that's awesome.
It's just
that politician. Yeah,
it's just good to know that the History Channel is expanding from Hitler.
That was it. Wait,
Thank you for having something else.
They used to call it the Hitler
They
Channel.
used to call it the Hitler Channel.
It's the big H, and every time it turned on, Hitler and his Gestapo. All right, I remember this one.
What kind of dogs did Hitler really like?
Yes.
No.
It all ends the same way.
Yes.
Boom.
Nah, it's
Hitler's blooper reel was really funny. They don't show that one that often. The pratfalls.
What do you mean? He was a Christian? My bad.
I'm sure he told jokes. You
never know. I like watching that. They have World War II in color. They have because there are a few of them that were actually color film. It's so odd when you watch black and white film of World War II. It seems very distant and old and not real.
Right.
But then the same stuff, you watch it in color, and you're like, wow, those are real people doing that.
Yeah, they actually saw those colors back then.
Yeah, that's how it looked.
Blood was red. Yeah.
It brought you a lot closer to it, made it a lot more
George
real.
Lucas over here.
Yeah. So I want to colorize all World War II footage like Turner did with all of his movies. That's what I want to do.
Sometimes it's better to leave it black and white.
Yeah. How much yellow paint are we going to have to go through when we go into the Pacific Theater?
Let me ask you
Love
something.
of God, it was a racist joke.
For the rape of Nanking, how do you want to do this?
I'm thinking some
jolly
pastels.
it up. Yeah, something in a soft pastel color
to kind of just lessen the shock.
Unbelievable.
So make sure you dudes watch it. I want to hear.
Absolutely.
Let me know. Let me know if you like it or if you think it sucks. But
We're going to tell you it sucked. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Have a knife at our throat at night.
I think you guys will like it.
It's going to be great. It's obvious. You got a hit on your hand.
On tonight at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, History Channel.
10 o'clock history. Terry Shepard. It's actually called Warriors with Terry Shepard, so I better not screw up.
Nice.
Very cool, man.
Yeah. All right, thank you,
Terry. Thanks so much.
Hey, thanks, boys. Have a great weekend, man.
Yeah. I think we're done too. So, Colin, where are you going to be?
Hey guys, put a fork in me. I'm done.
Colin Quinn.
You're in charge.
He's got jokes.
I'm going to be at prime time in Sayreville, New Jersey, and I'll be on Opie and Anthony on St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, that's right. The big gig.
Hi.
At Connolly's.
Rich Voss.
Next week,
Oh,
right?
that's fun. Sounds cute.
And Otto?
Poconuts, 9 o'clock.
I know it's a good place.
It kills you to say that.
Yeah.
The name
Is it related to Poconuts from West Palm?
Terry's talking about these exotic places and warfare and everything, and you're going to be in Poconuts.
Faggot number 1 is in Sayreville, and faggot number 2 is in the Poconos.
My troops along the Delaware Water Gap will be. I send a prayer out to them.
And Terry this weekend will be fighting the Somalian pirates. Jesus.
Oh, my God.
We hate when we get real men in here. It's so embarrassing for everybody.
Stop barking me.
You got the plug-in, Otto?
Yeah.
Poconuts
right?
Friday, Saturday, and for Colin, it's in Sayreville
thank you,
Friday,
thank you.
Saturday.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah.
And he's wearing a Hustler T-shirt.
And a cringe humor hat.
Yeah, he has a mean face, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's a mean guy.
Fucking Death Wish villain.
He just wants to be Spiff again, and he can't be Spiff, so.
Yeah, he wants the long curly locks like he used to have. And
Colin lost a fucking
Then-
good amount of weight.
I'm on my way, Jimmy.
I mean, a lot of fuck. I saw it in the face, but he just leaned back. And, fuck, man.
He's svelte.
What
That's
is
hard
he
to
really
do in the
lost weight?
winter.
What is this? I come down here on my own volition.
What is it, the 3rd degree?
what are you doing to lose the weight there, Carl? A little exercise, or are you eating right?
Exercise and, not eating as much.
Yeah.
I did wish cancer on everybody when the alarm went off this morning, but I don't think it doesn't work that quick.
Doesn't catch that fast. There's nothing like that goddamn alarm.
Yeah, oh, God. That last half hour of sleep is wonderful.
Yeah.
I want to get that dress for this. Maybe I'll wear that for the St. Patrick's Day show.
Oh, God. What is this, pregnant women fucking lingerie show on the news?
Do you guys have some fun
First
ideas for the St.
trimester.
Patrick's show?
Well,
Yeah, we got
may I
plenty of them. We
suggest
can't do them.
Why? They're anti-Irish?
Well, you know, the lawyers.
they want the women to wear.
You're brave for business.
They want the women to wear long sleeve shirts.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
for a bit we're trying to do.
It's a bit where they're in bikinis, they roll around in honey, and then they got to roll around in cash, and they get to keep whatever cash is on them.
That's a good
Waka
idea.
waka. But then the fucking legal department goes, would it be okay if they wore long sleeve shirts? We're a little concerned about maybe a breast popping out of a bikini top.
Right. That would be something to be concerned about.
These fucking lawyers are the eunuchs for the company.
Who would
they
see
can't
it?
possibly. First of all, yeah, who's going to see it?
Yeah.
A bunch of our listeners.
These
are all
lawyers.
fucking.
Wow.
And you notice these lawyers never complain about the Yom Kippur show.
No, never. Where they just wear yarmulkes on their breasts, running around trying to pick up loose change and a dreidel.
Just do what you do with your parents. Say yes, and then do exactly the opposite. Just yes them.
Yeah. Unfortunately, in this day and age, you then lose your job.
Is that right?
That used to work for a while.
And there's no other job after that.
Oh, bad advice.
Yeah.
It's more.
Otto, I think you're speaking like me, only from our own selfish need to watch it happen.
Yeah.
We're not really worried about these three, their job, the whole station.
No.
But legal problems he is. We're just like, hey, we just want to see the girls with honey in their tits.
But they don't even have a clue because they come back to us and say, you could do that as long as they do this long sleeve shirts. Like, what? That would never be an option.
And they're always like, and then it's always like, you can have them masturbate, but they can't have their tits. It's always like some weird, thing that.
It's something that takes the hotness right out of it.
Yeah.
Like they can masturbate, but it can't be. It can only be mentally.
If I can tell you what another theory on that might be, would be Nick DiPaolo. Yeah, because he's fucking lesbian fucking lawyers. Dykes that fucking hate men don't want you to fucking see women that look hot because they fucking got flat asses and they're fucking.
Yeah, they always come up with some way to unhotnize everything you're trying to do. Like you said,
that is interesting. I wonder if that's
I want to play devil's advocate.
Oh, do you? Go ahead, Jimmy.
Oh, I was just
yeah. Devil's advocate.
I just wanted to say that to annoy Colin because I knew the Pacino voices would come out.
He hates the Pacino voice.
Well, I like the Pacino voice. It was just that one dumb idea. I forget what it was.
What? His platform shoes or his wig?
He got little lifts.
All I do is watch YouTube and laugh at the Tony Danza talking to Deborah. Favorite things, and my favorite moment is when he agrees with and goes, "Yes, I don't like that either." Because that's one thing I don't like. Me neither.
You don't like the Al Pacino Jimmy does?
No, it's horrible.
I do a good Pacino.
You don't.
Doesn't work.
I do.
Let's hear it.
Colin's out of order.
I stand corrected. I like the way you personalized it. To the people in the
Is there
room.
anything worse in an impression than when they change it?
He never said that in the movie. Colin.
And justice for Opie and Anthony. Oh, God, thank you for tuning in.
That was pretty good.
That always reminded me when they did that on when they'd have telethons.
He only releases through his right hand. And you're like, I don't even want to see that fucking part of this psychopath.
Yeah.
Pretend he's a real
It's
human.
almost like a physical thing.
I remember the days when Otto came in and George would read the paper. Mm-hmm. That was creepy.
Yeah, you'd actually.
I was creating an illusion for you. I know you're a big kid.
Ah, my God, are you kidding me?
I'm reading the paper.
We're all whispering behind your back going, what is he doing?
I do that.
And George was moving his head back and forth like he was reading the paper with you. You did that for us?
I want people to wonder if I'm really fucked up or is it
right.
just an act, which, I don't even know at this point.
There's all these weird, you hear all these weird Otto rumors. It's so funny because, we worked together how many years now? God bless us. And you hear all these things from here like, yeah, I heard Otto when he flies, and George has to get his own plane seat. Like, shut the fuck up.
He's in baggage.
Yeah.
He's flying down the baggage carousel.
Yeah. All these rumors, yeah. I walked in on Otto one time, and him and George were having a political argument. No, you didn't.
Really?
They were fighting over drugs.
And Colin Quinn?
Yeah.
What have you been up to?
Oh, I don't know, man. Just doing stand-up and stuff.
That's it, huh?
Uh-huh.
All right. Just
Doing
curious.
better? I saw Hair last night. That was all right.
Oh, did you?
Uh-huh.
They're selling like $1 million a week tickets over there for the revival of Hair. Any nudity like the old days?
Yeah, but it was only at the end of the first act. I forgot it was so brief. It was a little disappointing.
It's just quick, and what, they drop the curtain or some shit?
Yeah.
Is it one of those, ta-da, boom, real
Yeah,
quick?
before you can
Fucking
really get a
tease.
mental image
Before
that
you
you
can really
whack off
see a
to
nice,
later.
big, unclipped cock.
Yeah.
Oh, nice AIDS dispenser.
You look like you lost weight.
Yeah, I lost a few pounds.
Much as I hate saying that. I notice it in your face.
Yeah, I've lost some poundage.
Oh, you could always hope it's from something awful.
Yeah, you sure can. I can always hope the doctor said, you want the bad news or the good news?
No, you shouldn't say that.
Oh, literal Colin.
Well, I'm just saying, dude, wish that disease on someone. It's a terrible
No,
thing.
it's very hard.
I'm inspired by Robert Kelly to lose weight.
Oh, yeah, everybody has been inspired by him. It's son of a
kidding.
bitch.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
slimming
yeah,
down.
okay.
Yeah, you lost a lot
I
of
was
weight.
too.
Yeah.
You're not happy for him, Colin?
I'm happy enough for him, yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like somehow he's always preening, waiting for you to say, hey, you lost more.
He is. He is looking for compliments.
And he's lost his mind about the weight. He can't even be Bobby when you tease him about being fat. You go, "Oh, shut up, fat." So there's not even a joke after it. Dude, I ain't fat no more.
Yeah.
You take off your shirt, I'll take off mine. All right, that was fun.
It's combative right away.
An enjoyable exchange between two comics.
Yeah, it used to be
Formerly
fun.
fat, Bobby.
Yeah, formerly fat. Whenever he's in and I tell a fat joke, I go, this would have been real funny like a while back, and then I just hit him with a fat joke. It's like, fuck him. I don't care that he's lost the weight.
That's like Bob Zaney. Do you remember him? He's a comedian. He used to do jokes about.
What a
and you go,
coincidence.
yeah.
that your last name's Zaney and you're a comic.
Yeah.
It's very coincidental.
I know. His brother, Bob Curmudgeon, never made it in the business.
Just shake his fist at children on the lawn.
But I think Bobby inspired me and Colin, actually, because Bob looks good. I hate to say it, and I can't wait till that fucking...
Was he ever like a real fatso? Or did he just have
yeah.
like,
Oh, God.
He
Do you
was?
got, do you got
He
any
was
more?
morbidly obese.
He
last
was?
year.
Seriously? Wow.
You didn't see him fat?
He lost 80
No.
pounds.
He was fat for like a year.
I
year and a
saw
half.
him in the interim.
Danny, can you bring up a picture of fucking Piggy Bob?
I love when
Piggy
someone's
Bob?
obese, but then you got to say morbidly obese. Like, obese covers it.
Yeah.
Morbidly is just the insult to someone being fat.
Morbidly is a
Like
nice way of
morbid.
going, you fat cocksucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bob was definitely a fat fuck.
Morbidly.
Official fat fuck.
An official fat fuck.
Morbidly is like shit fat's dripping out of every hole in your body. Just
Yeah.
disgustingly
Like
fat.
Ralphie May size? Was he like that
No.
big?
No,
Jesus.
nobody's that
Almost.
big.
He was close.
And by the way, that's how fat Ralphie is. When someone says, was he that big? No one even tries to be fat. No, Jesus.
No. Yeah, and it's not just, no, I don't, no, you never got that fat, right?
Yeah,
No, it's, no, Jesus Christ, what fucking Cloverfield
he was like
monster
John
was he?
Oh, God.
He was John Panette size. Otto.
There's a pic,
okay.
but that doesn't really do it justice.
You could see his big fat head, though.
Yeah, the
but-
glasses make him look better.
Look at those two. The girl,
Thanks,
too.
Yeah.
Look at those serial killer eyes. It's unbelievable.
I mean, your parents.
Oh, well, my mother fought me every day, you know,
Yeah.
to get
I think
an
he's from the same
education.
part of Staten Island that Levy's from.
Yeah. Have something to fall back on was all I ever heard from my family.
Yeah,
Tell
always.
him- can I
They-
hear the
they
story
always
again
give
about
you
you
that
getting
crap.
stabbed?
Well, it's not much of a story. A Puerto Rican guy just got mad that I was insulting
Busting
with
apart
George
those stereotypes with a knife.
Yeah, I know, really.
How old were you?
At that time, about 15, probably 16.
Jesus. Poor little kid.
He stabbed the puppet. He didn't stab me, but it caught
stabbed
my
the
hand.
puppet.
I was
He
holding
thought the
the
puppet
head
was
stick.
insulting him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was,
You had a head stick back then? Like an outside stick or
no,
underneath?
a head stick that runs through the body that
Okay.
works the mouth and
And
eyebrows
what
and
was
shit.
the interchange beforehand? Do you remember?
Call him a Jose too many times, or I don't know. Get me some pot, spick, something like that. I don't know. Whatever I say,
Yeah. He got all agitated
Yeah.
and stabbed the
puppet.
puppet.
So you just stand in the park?
15-year-old Otto.
Yeah.
I'm always amazed by guys. You ever do? I never did outdoor comedy. Like William Stevenson was telling me that him and Charlie Barnett.
That's insane.
Oh,
do.
Charlie Barnett was
used to
great.
fucking just stand outside and do comedy, and I never fucking was involved.
I was with Charlie Barnett in Miami once. He was doing a gig at night. I was working with him, and he was doing street shows during the day to get crack money. And DC Cab was like playing on TV that week, and he was like, He was pretty famous in Miami. So he runs into this alleyway to take a shit between shows. And I go, Charlie, any of these restaurants would gladly let you use the bathroom. He goes, nah, man, I'm a street nigga. And he fired a fucking Lincoln log out of his ass and picked up an oily rag and wiped his ass. I'm a street nigga, man. Watch this shit. It was like, I couldn't believe that. I was watching him in a movie an hour earlier. It was horrific. Wow. He had very good bowels, though. It shot right out of there. His ass snapped shut. And it was gone.
It must be nice.
But you know what? If anybody else told that story, you'd be like, what? When Otto says, like, wow, you have no doubt. That's exactly.
Yeah.
Like, he's got 105 of those stories.
Yeah. Charlie was good. He was a good act, though.
He was supposed. Everyone. I mean, you guys.
He was not a good act.
Yeah.
Otto, he wasn't.
Yeah.
He was a great performer, but he wasn't a good act. Come on.
Oh, don't disparage the dead.
Oh.
I'm not disparaging him. You guys wished me AIDS, and now I'm wishing Charlie.
That's what Charlie died of.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He stole my AIDS joke.
transvestite.
I used to do an AIDS joke, not that I'm proud of it, but this is, remember.
What was your joke?
Well, I had two AIDS jokes. Figure out which one Charlie stole. One was, I remember when it was a compliment to be called an incurable romantic. Mm-hmm. And the other one was, I passed my AIDS test 65.
I would say that the the second one, Charlie.
Yes, that's correct.
Oh, really?
And then, but he died of AIDS.
Yeah, he was shooting a needle along with Rick Aviles, who was the bad guy in Ghost, the guy who shot.
Oh, yeah?
Right. He was a comedian.
He always had villain parts.
That guy was a comedian?
Yes.
He was great.
He was great. Yeah. He was really good.
His brother is Rod Reyes, who's a guy who's a comedian. He's a really nice dude, man. And
is he dead?
No. Rod was actually older, and I know he's still.
No, I mean,
I think what Anthony's saying is, if
yet.
He's not dead, why are you bringing up Rod?
Rick was
dead.
in
Yes.
Cannonball Run too. He had a big part in that. I asked him once about if he. I was like, "Did you meet Burt Reynolds?" He got really mad at me. What do you think? I fucking mopped up the set and shit. You know? Yeah, I met him, motherfucker. It was like he got really pissed. I just wanted to hear a Burt Reynolds story from the guy. He got pissed at me.
No, I mean, I'm confused now. I don't know if the guy that was the bad guy in Ghost,
Rick,
is he dead?
Yes.
Yeah, he's dead also.
He died
AIDS?
Yeah.
Because they were both had the
Yeah, they were
okay.
needle guys.
Yeah, but he had stopped years and years ago, heroin. It was like a dormant thing. You know? Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. That's got to be a bitch, huh?
Sure.
Yeah.
Stop all.
He was. I used to work with him all the time.
I guess share a fucking
They're
needle
both
with
dead,
somebody
and
like
meanwhile, Rich Voss lives on. 'Cause he's,
Yeah.
I'm a survivor.
Yeah.
Come within 2 feet of me and my baby, you're gonna get kicked.
that. He can't stop talking about
The
his
garbage
baby.
juice preserves him.
That fucking piece of shit. He really does think he's salt of the earth, doesn't he? Fucking Voss. What a fucking bag of nothing.
What kind of
very
a
highly of
bad
himself.
Elvis Presley karate kick was that? I mean, does he have any skill? Does he have any skill at all? Or is it like
He
They
knows.
played that Elvis music. Dun, 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 dun.
It was probably like a can kick. He probably put his arms out.
I guarantee it was a
Then you look silly with red eyes. Oh God.
That's like my new radio guy laugh.
Stinks.
Come on, it's a hit. My fucking chick hates that. I do it while I'm eating her pussy. She's like, I'm gonna come. No, you're not.
I'm sure that puts her right over the top.
Yeah, it really does. Get out, bitch. Why am I saying that?
How many appearances does that make on Leno? Jesus Christ.
Well,
They're
I
like
mean,
the new fucking Sinatra.
David Brenner. Well, this will be number 7, but a 5 were stand-up, and this will be number 2 on pure panel.
Oh, so you're not even no more shits and giggles, no more court jester when you go there?
Nah, I don't stand up before I stand up. I'm tired, Jay. I just flew in. And, so I'm just doing panel.
And then you leave right after your appearance now because you have bigger things to do?
No, are you kidding me? I sit there and milk it until the fucking sound guys are out of the building.
Taking
Jay
pictures with everybody.
gets out of there immediately. You do it, and literally he is in the car.
Yeah.
Fucking 5 minutes after showtime, Leno was gone.
When we did Leno, I thought it was such a special thing, and like, yeah, after the show, we're all gonna hang, and Jay and everything. Man, we were the last ones out.
Yeah.
Literally, we had to show ourselves out, and it was only 10 minutes after the show ended.
He scrams.
Those credits roll, and he is out of there.
Hops in some $500,000 jalopy that he built.
Yep.
And fucking heads home.
Yeah.
I'm happy they're having me on though, because it's his final 2 months as a Tonight Show host. And it's very cool that he's having me on again. It's like everyone's trying to get on right now.
Colin's sitting out there with
Like, I see like Colin and
Colin,
Otto's sitting down on that fucking uncomfortable bleachers.
Hi, Otto.
Well, just bring them both in.
Yeah, why don't we have the guys come in? I mean, this is
They're entertaining the crowd that showed up today.
I'm sure. Believe me, I'd love to know what Colin.
to come in this fucking compelling discussion needs another 5 minutes. They got me waiting on the bleachers.
Yeah.
There you, oh, why? You couldn't take your coat off?
Otto looks so normal.
Oh, thanks.
I saw him in that outfit, and I was like, Jesus.
$90 sweat.
Outfit. He's wearing an
Joe
outfit.
Franklin coming up. Joe Franklin show. I just saw Elliot Spitzer in the diner on the corner there.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, wow. You know,
Sitting there talking to
you know,
some
Who was he eating?
skank. Yeah. He had a $20
That's
bill
not
out.
fair, Anthony.
Oh, I know.
You know, that was a year ago? Literally a couple
Was it
days
already?
ago? It was a year ago already?
I know.
Christ.
Well, she's been doing yoga. I was reading in the paper yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
She
Who?
says
Buddy.
the girl, the hooker.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ashley Dupree.
Yeah, Ashley Dupree. That's one of those names like, hey, I'm from like, you know, kind of blue collar thing, and my family's I'm gonna make sure that I never remember my awful childhood. I'm gonna call myself Ashley Dupree.
You know, by the way, her
Her
favorite
name's Monique.
her favorite yoga position was downward doggy style.
Oh, good gravy.
You know what, Jim? That's going too far.
Poppycock.
I know it's XM, but come on.
We've had Governor
Keep it
Google
PG.
Eyes for a year now.
What?
Guy's been in there for a year.
Yeah, Patterson.
Oh, Patterson. Yeah.
The blind gov.
Governor sleeps upside down in a cave.
Googly eyed. His eyes move like George's.
Yeah, hey,
Is it true? I mean, this has probably been covered on the show 100 times, but is it true, Otto, that there was many times you had things with girls, like assignations with women, and there was some kind of thing where George was kind of like, the girl was kind of into George watching or not into George watching?
No, they always want him locked up. I mean, in the days when I
Just
did
like
get
you
straight
after the
pussy,
sex.
Yeah. No, it was more of a Twilight Zone thing. They were creeped out and they didn't want to see it.
That's kind of great.
They're all afraid of
What
those
is it
things.
about the fucking ventriloquist dummy
Rod
that just
Serling,
is
man.
creepy?
It's Otto.
Yeah.
He's made that
Otto's
dummy into a
creepy.
reality.
There's mental illness. There's deep mental illness with most of those guys. You've ever been to the conventions? They're fucking sick.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah,
didn't
they
you say
bring them to lunch.
Forget
and
about them. What
everything.
about you?
Yeah, thank you. Why
Don
didn't you say us
Ippolito
guys?
and Maurice just hanging out. That was more chilling than anything I've ever seen.
Really?
Back in the late 80s.
Yeah, it's just one of those things, though, that the ventriloquist dummy has always been like this creepy thing.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why. It's because you realize that the guy you're about to fuck has a complete other side.
And someone would come out and go, so send your contributions
Oh, yeah.
because the kids need it real bad. You know, like, what the fuck? It's a maudlin fucking shit song in the first place.
Like Al Martino.
Yeah, and you're begging for fucking money through
Meanwhile,
song.
Anthony's family went to see him in like fucking the Holbrook Civic Center. 1981. Hey, Al Martino's playing.
He enjoyed it. He was mama. He's an entertainer, is what he is. An entertainer, not just a singer.
I like the tribute he gave to his grandmother before that last song.
Old fucking shit.
Your dumb Long Island references.
Oh.
They're brilliant. Fucking Colin.
Yeah, you'll be there for the big St. Patty's thing.
Yeah.
Huh?
Wow.
I heard you guys get Rich Voss. How'd you get him?
I don't know. It was tough.
I guess it's a celebration.
Yeah.
He's probably promoting some big.
He
Madison Square.
karate kicked somebody at one of his shows over the weekend.
Did he really?
Yeah, he was kind of
You haven't
attacked.
heard
Whoa!
Where were you?
What?
Oh, we
Dude,
told
I
the
was in
story
San
on the
Franny.
phone, and it's
get
sucked.
rid of
Remember,
Voss
Norton
back
was a
on.
witness, I believe, when he karate kicked the garbage can and the
No,
garbage
no, no.
can beat him.
I was dating a girl named Ruth at the time, and we were out in front of this
Sexy name.
Empire. Yeah, she was a British girl, very funny. Funny chick. She was actually
Gordon.
You're among friends, Ricky. Come on, Hobson. She
Come on and eat my pussy, Jim.
right. Oh, come on, Ricky. Your brother shot himself. Take your cock out.
She almost sounded a little like Patty.
Yeah. Oh, come on, Jim. She does kind of sound like an
I
old
would love to see.
fucking
Why
hag.
don't you remake, what do you call it, that movie?
My Bodyguard?
Harold and
Or
Maude.
Harold and
Harold
Maude.
and Maude with Jim and Patty.
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
That would be great.
I don't remember the part where
So
he
what
just
happened?
rapes her in the asshole, though. That's
I
what
like the
Jimmy
fact
would
that
do.
Opie's reading the war story like it's a news.
Oh no! This is we have to do 8 of these plugs. We have to fit a
Oh.
couple more in, but that's not important. We got to get Voss on the phone. I thought you were in.
No, I got. a message from somebody that said, "Dude, I was at that thing. There was no fight," and I'm like, "What the fuck?" Was
There was no fight. It was over in 2 seconds.
He called everyone he knew. We all got phone calls about the big, fight he had.
He had.
I karate kicked
You
the
mean
guy
he called
twice.
everyone who knew who was a media outlet? Because we didn't get called.
Exactly.
That's what I'm
exactly
wondering.
right.
What he doesn't like you guys anymore, I guess.
Hi.
I saw him. We were in front. Me and my girlfriend at the time were in front of. This is probably 2000. We're in front of this fucking place. We was talking about karate. So we're like, let's see a karate kick. He threw a karate kick straight up, and then slipped in the garbage juice on the sidewalk and fell right on his ass. I've never fucking been happier in my life.
Really?
It was like something you couldn't have fucking staged that better for him to be ridiculous. Little stiff, awful Jewish legs.
Was he all embarrassed or was
How
he
could
laughing?
he not be? I was embarrassed for him, and I was happy it happened. Right in the garbage juice. His little fucking turtle feet hands. Thank God for those little turtles feet.
Yeah, we should get him on the phone.
we're trying to get
because
him on right now.
We got him on the phone the other day to talk about it, and I guess he had just woken up, and it was one of the worst stories I've ever heard conveyed over the phone. He's like, and then so the guy, and he just kept like talking like that.
Because
Like,
he's
Rich,
not, his mouth doesn't liquefy till after he's awake for like 40 minutes. So you can't speak to him.
it's like a dry sump. Yeah. You got to prime the pump. It doesn't work. Fucking boss. Oh, his liquidy mouth. Got to work up. Yeah, it's like the first few runs on the log flume. They got to do it without people in the car. Make sure it works.
No answer for Rich Voss. We'll have to wait on that.
Soggy mouth.
Yeah, but then we brought up where you got stabbed at one time, or George got stabbed on stage. But you got it in the hand, right?
I still have a sort of a. I was just thinking this September will be my 35th year in comedy because I dropped out of Susan Wagner High School in Staten Island at 14 to street perform. Yeah, that's where that happened in the park there.
Wait, you stopped
By
going
the
to
band
school?
shell.
You stopped going to school at 14?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was making $200 a day doing the streets, coming home with big bags of money.
Right.
Well, why
That's a
stay
lot
in
of
school? I
fucking
knew what I
money.
was going to do.
Opie looked at him like it was Lawrence Summers.
Yeah.
Well, you stopped going to school at 14, Otto? Of course he did.
Well, most people drop out in high school.
I know,
I mean,
but
I don't hear many 14-year-olds